What's up? You guys ever sit on your keys? It's painful. And I just did just that. It's Friday night in Vegas. We're gonna show you the mall. There are retail spots that are closed here. I heard a major, humongous, gigantic YouTube channel did a video about how Vegas is completely normal. And I watched the data. Like, I look at data. Like Star Trek, data is cool, Lieutenant Commander data. But I also look at like the actual numbers that come from the LVCVA. And it's, no, it's not any better. I mean, it's slightly better. I mean, like, look, if one month you lost $100,000 and the next month you lost $50,000, I guess the $50,000 loss month is better than the $100,000 loss month. But yeah, tune in on Wednesday because we're going to be talking about the numbers that we have now from the LVCVA, and we know what it's all about. We know what's up. We know, yeah, we know. Pepperidge Farms remembers. We know that it's not better in August. The August numbers are out. That's what I'm telling you. What's up, Oklahoma? It wasn't dead last week. You're right. It's totally back to normal because you were here, you were downtown, and everything was good because you live here 24/7 and you live on the strip. And so you can tell me that every day is exactly the same. I guess everybody in our government is lying. They're lying and running fire sales like the 5-day fabulous 5-day sale because according to Teresa's crazy life, it's normal. Everything is normal. What are you talking about? Vegas never missed a beat. Shut up, lying influencers. And by the way, these videos are starting to tick up again, I've noticed. They're starting to tick up again. No, they don't all say that it's down. The biggest YouTube channel that just focuses on Vegas Strip stuff doesn't say it's down. He posted a video just the other day. Everything's normal. Fuck, it is. Sorry to curse so early in the video. That is not very Christian of me. It is not normal. But hey, he says it is. And then I heard a rumor that there are actually, like, I don't know if this is true. By the way, spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you about a sale I'm doing on my Learn How to Trade course, and some of you guys are going to be mad at me. But I don't take money from like outside companies, and I'm not in the back pocket of a casino, and I don't have a VPN service to sell you or a link to go and buy a stupid thing online. I sell my own course. So I'm going to market myself that way. So I'm not in, because I've heard a rumor from ground control. Oh no, don't say it's true. They heard a message from the Action Man. I'm happy, I hope you're happy too. I started singing David Bowie because I love David Bowie. Anyways, what I'm saying is, I've heard a rumor that there are influencers right now that are literally on the take. They are getting money from the casinos to make videos that tell you that everything is normal, to try to dissuade you from the idea that Vegas is for rich people. Guess what? Vegas is for rich people. You're not rich. That's why you're at home watching me, and that's it. That's it. One flash of light, but no smoking pistol. That's a great song. David Bowie is so incredibly nuanced. I want you guys to consider something. I'm not saying any influencers' names. Here's the thing. They're all really good in what they do. Like, they give you really good like looks at stuff. I'm not a Hey Guys channel. You say, hey guys, today I'm gonna go count how many Popeyes chickens are on the strip and how much they cost and eat chicken. That's not me, dude. I'm fine with that. If you do those things, that's great, and that's you, but I am like not you, and I am me, so I'm gonna do me, and you do you, and I'm gonna tell you about my trading course. I'm gonna show you my trades, and if you guys wanna learn that skill, I can teach you, and now I'm an educator, and I have my own thing that sponsors me. Anyways, it wasn't really ground control to Major Tom. What it was, I'm not on SSRIs, Scott. I'm not in selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. I will never take those. I'm not saying you shouldn't take them. I'm just saying that way too many of our genius musicians and people that have done horrible things to themselves have been in on those kinds of things, okay? So, I mean, there's a very small percentage of the population that cannot metabolize the byproduct of SSRI drugs. It's a very small percentage, but what they don't tell you is that if you can't, that's when the commercials for these antidepressants and these mood-altering, mood-stabilizing drugs tell you that if you feel, you know, unaliving yourself, and I have to say that for the algorithm, don't get mad at me. If you feel signs of aggression and all that kind of stuff, call your doctor immediately, because it means that you are in a person's group that could do harm to others or to yourself. And if you actually I use an uncensored AI called Venice, and if you actually go on venice.ai, you can ask it, and it will show you the FDA studies and the big pharma studies that show you the actual efficacy of these things is on par with therapy, saffron, different types of things. It's crazy. But what I was going to say is, so David Bowie did Space Oddity, and then 8 years later he did a song called Ashes to Ashes. And in his life he had gone from being just like a guy singing into a guy who was really addicted to lots of substances and nearly ended his own life and almost lost it all. And so Ground Control to Major Tom, Commencing Countdown, Engines On, that was the story of, because it was very popular in the 1960s for people to go to space, you know, because it was like, that was the thing. And so we had Rocket Man with Elton John, and we had Space Oddity with David Bowie, and you know, and then the Space Oddity song, David Bowie is basically like talking about a guy who gets lost in space. But then flash forward 8 years, he did a song called Ashes to Ashes, which actually follows up with the story of Major Tom. And it's like, it's crazy, because this is a guy that's self-referential in his music for that long. And it brings it all back home, where it turns out that Major Tom came back to Earth after going to space, and he couldn't exactly sort out his life, because once you get into space, you, like, you know, that's the ultimate achievement. And so what do? You come back to Earth and you don't have any more things that fulfill you. So we know Major Tom's a junkie, strung out on heaven's high and hitting an all-time low. Such a good song. Anyways, versions of S words. I can't say that word because of the algorithm. It's nothing in Vegas. Okay, thanks for the trivia. Didn't know that. Yeah, so you can go and look at that kind of stuff. And then I went on a bit of a David Bowie stint for the last few weeks, because they released this $470 vinyl. I don't listen to vinyl, but it was his 2002 to 2019 catalog. When he changed again, and I listened to the whole thing. It was dozens and dozens of tracks as I was commuting and stuff. It was good. And so then I was going back to other stuff, like he released an album called Earthling, and Earthling was largely improvised or one takes. It was really good. And it was like dance music, and nobody knows David Bowie did dance music. Where's the August tourism data? I won't tell you, Will, but I will give you the video on Wednesday. I don't need to sound like a jerk, but it is what it is. I will say, spoiler alert, August, Vegas was down 6.7%. Casino gamings were up nearly 6%, so the takes on the casinos. Thank you so much to Mr. J. He sent $5 to our PayPal. What do you guys do in the mornings? I'll tell you how my days go. I wake up at 5:30 in the morning, and then I day trade. Every morning I take a couple of trades, 2 or 3 trades, usually done by maybe 7 o'clock, 7:30. These are my trades today, just so you guys see. I'm not hitting home runs. This is what I did today. It was 3 trades, and made $82 on one, $130 on one, and $160 on the other. And I went in a little bit risky here, but I played off of that red line in the middle, and I said, oh, it went underneath that blue line, and it went through that red line, and I was right and I was wrong, and it ranged, but I got out. I did okay, and so I made that this morning. That's what I do for extra money, and we got to get rid of this. Go away. And then I get up and I take on my day, and I do more on my course, and I drop a video every day on that, so we have our course open. Anyways, let's go and take a look at stuff. A win is a win, small gains add up. That's the thing, Nick. What I'm teaching people to do is to just basically do base hits. I don't think that you guys should be trying to swing for the rafters. I don't think it makes a lot of sense. I think for most people, if you learn how to do little base hits, it all adds up over time. You can fund an account that way. We teach you how to do it in that course with the prop firms, and how to do it on paper trading at first. And yeah, I'm really enjoying dropping the videos to you guys. I think I've had a lot of positive feedback. People love it, and it's 90% off. 90% off right now if somebody wanted to use it. I have a coupon code. How much does it cost? Well, it's supposed to be $2,000, Briz, but your founding members are getting it at 90% off. I have coupon codes and stuff like that set up if you want to grab them. Somebody has to ask. Is it real profit, not paper trade? Yeah, man, we trade on prop firm accounts through Trading View platform, not Trade08. Always get those two mixed up. I always say the wrong words. Palazzo, man, it's kind of slowish. The Trader Ballers. I don't know, if you guys want to be a Trader Baller, Lori just finished the last video. Hey, listen, here's the deal. I do this on my live streams for the people who are watching. If you guys want to go check out the course and see what it's all about, I have the whole curriculum up there. It's on the screen, 1kaday.diy, because it's not called trade signals. We don't call trade signals. Trade signals are garbage. You won't win that way. You got to learn the method. And then if you decide to do it, you learn the method. So if you guys want to go find out how to do it, go to 1kaday.diy, type in the code LS3, you'll get it for 90% off. And I'll give you a shout out on the channel with your first name and your initial. So, yep, that's up for you guys if you guys want to do it. 1kaday.diy, I only got 10 spots. After that, we're gonna have to ask the platform for more coupons. And I put it on the screen and it's also in the show more box. Let's go take a look at the Fashion Show Mall. Because there are some, see, look, so that's one closed. Okay, so that place is closed. This place was a place that sold boba, I think, pink, or they sold lemonades, they're closed. This place here was open, now it's closed. It's gonna be a John Smith Subs, big franchise coming in. Then we have, this place was open, now it's closed, Master Gan coming in. So to its benefit, this place is not leased, this place is not leased. These places, they're gonna be back soon with something new, I guess. Uh-oh, dang it. Potentials. I can't tell you anything. Enough money to pay a bill every month and then get back. So we'll get outside and hopefully it gets better. I can see it's going up a lot. It's going up a lot. It's going down a lot. Son of a bitch, you suck. Melinda says that I should use, so what, I don't know what phone what can I use better, Melinda? Should I ask Apple for a prototype iPhone 18? Because I'm on an iPhone 17 Pro Max, dear. If you're going to be a hateful jerk, you should understand that you're walking into something you don't know what it's about. You have no idea what you're talking about. Marty, we're back, Marty. Yeah, just Steven, you got to get the iPhone 20. I know they have them. You can get them. Whatever, dude. What a nasty thing that somebody say, huh? So let's go see where everybody is. Everybody, yeah. Rock your body. Yeah, you were kidding, huh? Were you? You were kidding? Oh, I thought I had somebody. I was going to shout out somebody's name, but I don't have anybody's name because nobody went in for the course. That's okay. Love the channel. We are Charlie Kirk. I don't know, dude. Charlie Kirk was everybody. We are everybody. Everybody's represented by something. So, this place here never reopened. This used to be the sugar factory up here, and it's prime it's the most prime retail in the world. I mean, like, there's no reason that you wouldn't want to put a restaurant up here, but they can't get it to open. This has been dead for 2 years, 3 years, maybe. When was COVID reopening? 3 years or so, something like that. We got this creepy ass playground set up going over here. Let's just walk over the fence. We're not supposed to, but who cares? What are they gonna do? Kick me away? Kick me out? Jeez Louise. Yeah, I mean, look, you guys can bitch and moan and fight about Charlie Kirk all you want. It's only gonna help me identify the people who have severe issues in their brains. So, yeah, this is a good, I think if you had to get wedding photos done, this is your place. You know? I run down the strip weekly and I've noticed less people. Thank you, Fernando, for backing me up, brother. It is what it is. Willie, $2. Thank you so much. Everybody, even, okay, I used to adore Vegas, 99 to 2015. It was good. Vegas was good. Back then, back in the day. Rock your body right. So yeah. So how are you guys doing? I mean, how is the economy going for you guys? Why would I do wedding photos? Are you kidding? Saying video? No way. No way, dude. Bridezillas. Yuck. Yeah, JK is really pent up on that $10 Fuji water, especially since they're in Canada, that person. So for them, $10 is like way more. I just got the trading. Oh yeah, Super is in the trading program. Anybody else done the, anybody else? Can you give me a testimony? Maybe we can drum up some people's interest who are thinking about it in the chats. Let me know if you guys have a good feedback with it, if my teaching style is good. Let me know. The economy sucks. Wedding, okay, somebody said. You know what, by the way, I ran it through AI, and if you put the Trump economy next to Biden's economy and you get rid of the COVID reopening period, where all of the economy reopened for 6 months right after. So here's how it goes, right? Biden came in, and if you take November through like the next springtime out of the equation, Trump's economy actually growing faster than Biden's by like 0.2 percentage points. It's not LS30, Stephen Fife, it's LS3, my man. LS3, brother. Yeah, go to 1kaday.diy. LS3, not 30. LS tree like tree. You'd rather have Biden? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, everybody's a little bit different, dude. We still be friends. We still be friends, brother. I still love you, baby. Yuppers. Okay, I'm gonna take the link off right now. Vegas slowdown works for me. Okay. Yeah, some people like it. Thank you for being a member there, Ivan. Good evening, Grace. Interested, so no difference which administration is running the economy. It's really not. I mean, honestly, like, well, here's the deal, though. Trump is just doing marginally better. That's really all it is. That's all it is. It doesn't really matter. So I wanted to go into the mall, but the signal bounces around like a Super Ball. The insert president's name here, economy. It doesn't, yeah, you're right. I mean, it doesn't matter who's the president. West Hollywood is the best. Facts are stubborn things. They don't care about your feelings either, Douglas. To quote somebody famous. Hello from Tampa. What's up, Gary Slot Channel? Is it your first time? You seem pretty familiar to me. Works for me too. I like it's broken into short sessions. Oh, Lori likes it. Okay. Lori's got good feedback on the trading course. Yeah. Like I say, man, I'm not promising you guys going to be making 10 grand a month or a week. I'm telling you, I'll show you my method for little base hits, and you guys can learn from the ground up. Get 90% off right now for that course. Greetings from Israel, Patent Lobster says. How much capital at risk per trade? Well, we don't, I mean, we use prop firms, bro. They give you an account with a $2,000 max loss limit. You know, costs you a couple $100 to access one of those accounts. You trade at your own, American made. So you're not putting 10,000 of your own money in, or 1,000 of your own money in, or even 500 of your own money in. That's why we use them. I set you up with only 2 that I would ever trust that have been around for a really long time. So yeah, you know, that's all it is. It's the investment in the course. Do the course. We drop videos every single day. It's 90% off right now. Only have 10 spots right now if you guys want to join in. Join in on the fun. Then you guys get a special email to access with me, and you guys can help me shape the course. It's pretty rad, actually, I think. Like how Trump supporters ever blame Trump for anything. The economy sucks. I don't know about that. Is Vegas really down tourists? Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely it is, brother. What is the S word rate in Vegas? I don't know, Andy. I don't know, Andy. That's a pretty dark thing to say. I'm not sure. Day traders 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. is better than 9 to 5. That is true. What a way to make a living. Working 5 to 9. Not even for me. I'm 6:30 in the morning till 7:30 in the morning. Then I walk away from it either way. Like I said, I made that 372 today. Boom, done. Yeah, that's what I was going to show you. Emmett's is closed. Where's that at? Emmett's. This isn't Emmett's, is it? No. Yes. No, wait, hold on. Hold on. This place closed too. Are you seeing this, guys? Are you seeing this? This used to be Sushi Roku, right? Sushi Roku also closed. Nobody's talking about this place here. So in the last 2 weeks, we had Emmett's, which is just down the road, which is Emmett Smith, his place, and celebrities don't know how to run restaurants a lot of the time. Also, Sushi Roku closed. This place was an institution on the Strip. It's been here for years. Tell me that Vegas is really not doing well without telling me that Vegas isn't doing well. Ha. There you go. No sushi tonight in my coffee. No sushi tonight in my tea. Wait, that's not the way it goes. That's a different song altogether. Wow. Yeah, I mean, like, we were in there a few weeks ago. And I was like kind of dumbfounded about a month back, and it was dead. Like, you could tell the girl was like, man, it is slow. There's nobody here. Emmett's should be over here on the other side of Benihana's. Yep. It's not Saturday though, it's Friday, but it's still slow. How does the lack of tourists in Vegas compare to the other resorts? I don't know, I'd have to look into that. Is Batista's open? Nope, it's not open. No, Sushi Roku's been in business for years. This is Emmett's. So we had 2 here. I didn't see anybody report Sushi Roku being closed. But this place had drink specials and food specials, but it's also done for. Am I a day trader? I am, GP. Yeah, one of the ways I do this YouTube full time and trade is by offering up my trading course at 1kaday.diy. I have some specials for you guys tonight if people want to support it. So there you go. Sushi Roku. Oh, well, what was that place called then? Okay, you're right. I don't know anything. I thought that place was called Sushi Roku. If it's not called Sushi Roku, it doesn't matter because the sushi place around the corner, it closed suddenly without anybody saying anything. Due to rising costs and tension around the world, we sit back because money in the future forecasts is not looking good. I'm optimistic with Trump, but he will be challenged. Was your trading? Oh, yeah, if you guys want to get in on it, do it tonight. So here's what I did today. These are small base hits. Each one of these little bars you see is worth 2 minutes of time. So you can see how much time went through between the first and the last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This was in 14 minutes. And I show you exactly what I'm looking for in this. And I'm using what are called chart prime indicators, and this is just little base hits. We stay in these for a few seconds each, make our money and get out. So if you guys are interested in that whatsoever, what you got to do is go over to 1kaday.diy, get the course tonight. It's 90% off. It's a lifetime access. I drop videos every single day. You can help me shape the course. You have a direct email to me that's special to the course, and I will be there to help you guys learn how the markets work. Johnny, I'm going to tell you guys this once. If it's not something like this, I'm going to be having. So here's what I could have done. I have contracts with 4 different companies right now, and I signed them so I can either put those I can put ads into my videos, or I can sell my own course. When I sell my own course, I know it's quality. I know it's awesome. I know I'm putting my freaking heart and soul into it. I know that I'm there for you guys 1000%. I've had people email me. I email them back within 10 minutes if I see the email. Bum, 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 bum. So that's why I have the course. So I can do YouTube full time and give you guys free videos. So that's all it is. So somebody wanted to go to Luke's Lobster. They were upstairs. I didn't even know if they're open. It looks like Luke's Lobster is open, and it's rather quite busy right here. So Luke's Lobster is open. This was the place that turned in. Wow, their hoodies are expensive, 2 for $40. This place turned into an F1 store, and they went from selling $10, 3 for $10 shirts to selling $150 F1 stuff last year, which I thought was absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. Craziness. And if you buy the course, I'm going to shout you out with your first name and your initial and tell you thank you on the stream and congratulations. Crazy weather out there. I wouldn't say Vegas is cheap, no. Wouldn't say it's cheap. I'd say Vegas is overpriced. Give me the link again. Here, let me put it up here for you guys because apparently there's some confusion here. Here, I'm going to go into my chats. And it should be this here. And then it's going to be use code LS3. So here it is. I'm going to put in the chats twice, okay? Oops, I can't apparently work my phone. I suck. Here's the first one, the second one. There you go. Vegas is still beautiful. I love you, Johnny. You've been watching me for a while. Thank you so much, Mr. R. He just unexpectedly sent 10 bucks to our cash app. Cash app. So there's the link. If you guys want to be one of the only 10 that I'll have tonight, possibly even tomorrow night too, go to 1kaday.diy, use code LS3. You guys get in for 90%. And listen, I can vouch for that. Okay, I've had a bunch of companies that do stuff like VPNs and privacy. I had one Chinese Communist Party company that does a browser. I know that they do the browser. You think it's not. You think it's just a web browser. They wanted to offer me money. I had one of those DNA testing services offer me money. I had companies that do mattresses offer me money. I don't know if any of those products are good. ButcherBox. I don't know. I'm not going to use that. I use this. I vouch for it. It's my quality. I put my heart into it like everything else. That's why I can vouch for it, and I can do this. I can offer it to you guys, you know? And you get it for lifetime, and it's cheap. Please don't listen to Wall Street Warlord. He's gonna mess everything up because you're gonna put in the wrong code. God bless him. He's my hype man. He's my hype man. I do love your content. I know you are, Johnny. You're fine. It may not be for you. You may not want to do that. Every time I go into the wind, my signal dies. Look at the nice sphere over there. Even though it's sad that the strip economy is down, current pricing made me explore Alpha Strip. Yeah, then you can get to see a different side of life. You know, that's pretty cool, actually, if you think about it. Always look on the bright side of life. Yeah, I mean, let me know if it works for you. It should work. I mean, I'm looking at it. Nobody's taking advantage of it, but you might be like, I'll think about it. Sure. Then later it'll be more. Vegas is dead. I've seen livelier funerals. Bring back the Westward Who. You shorted Caesars. Cool. I know my man John Riggs signed up today. I don't know what people consider expensive. If I could live anywhere, I'd live in Guam, baby. Guam. I'd be Guamish. Guam is America. Guam is really close to the Philippines. Guam is a resort town. All right. I don't know. Do you think, are the Asians, like, because there's a lot of Koreans and Japanese that go to Guam. I wonder if they're boycotting Guam too. What was Vegas like before big casinos? I don't know. $5 for Mr. O on our PayPal. Thank you so much, Mr. O. This year is totally worth it. Been 4 times this year and 5th next month. I don't know who iShowSpeed is. I'm not in the loop, Gemini. Sorry about that. I have no clue what that's all about, brother or sister. I don't know who they are. I'm sure they're very good at whatever they do. You're a big fan, it sounds like, so that's awesome. Oh my gosh, Mr. G. Mr. G signed up for the course. Congratulations, Mr. G. Mr. G signed up for the course. I can't show you any names, so I can only show you that. Well, I can't show you any names. I can't show you my back end of my course. But Mr. G signed up. Thank you so much, Mr. G. You're awesome. I like the boycott. It makes Vegas cheaper, which they left a long time ago. Is this what Bob Stupak envisioned? I don't know, man. Am I happy? I'm happy, bro. Thanks on Bitcoin and crypto. It's in a bit of a lull right now. Doesn't Guam have snakes? Yeah, dude, lots of places have snakes, bro. Got snakes in Southern California. I don't know. Is there a lot of snakes in Guam? I don't know. Oh, iShowSpeed is live on Fremont. That's good. Treasure Island already been through 2 rounds of layoffs. Yeah, I've heard that. You don't see any young people? What do you... Oh, did you guys find Luke's Lobsters open?
Yeah, I just ate it.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I had it before in Chicago.
You seen them on Shark Tank? That's where they started.
Huh?
They started on Shark Tank on the show Shark Tank.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, you can find it on
I
YouTube.
never knew that.
Yeah, just go on YouTube,
the
type in
first
Luke's
time
Lobster.
I had
Shark
it was
Tank.
downtown. I was leaving court and just happened to go in there.
You're leaving court?
Yeah.
What'd you have to do?
Divorce court.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, did you win?
No.
Did you get him for all he's worth?
I tried, but the bastard was broke.
Oh man, that sucks. Have a good night, young lady. That is funny, bro. I love it. Snakes on a plane. I'm so tired of all these mother-loving snakes on a mother-loving plane. Nah, she's with the dude. She's with that dude. See, up they're walking up there. She was the person I was telling you about who was asking me where the Luke's Lobster was. So she was asking me, and I was telling her, I'm like, it's either down there or it's all the way in New York, New York. I don't know if the one down there is still open, so I gave her directions. So much for not stopping on the bridges. Ain't nobody gonna do that, man. They don't care. Love and marriage, it's an institute you can't disparage. You're getting the course too. Wall Street Warlord's getting the course. He don't need it. He's rich. Why you buying my course, Wall Street Warlord? So I can continue making amazing content for you guys and live stream and take 4 or 5 hours of my time out of my day and make all my videos. Big P says B. Spanned in cheese. Is that how the song goes? I step on your toes making jokes. Ah, you're fine. Yikes, who's paying the power bill for this place? For the Sphere, they actually buy power from outside. They don't say where they buy power from. You know. Barcode Burger Bar is closing. Yeah, I actually knew that was going to happen. And the reason I knew that was going to happen is because I know the owner, kind of, sort of. Like, I know the owner's husband, and he was doing it. Well, I shouldn't say anymore. If Guam was so great, people would be going there. Yeah, Guam is actually a resort. Guam has a resort area. It's like, it has actual resorts and beaches and stuff, but it's just not that popular of a destination for mainlanders because you got Hawaii. So you're not going to go to Guam when you can just go to Hawaii, right? And Hawaii is ingrained in our heads. So this place is still closed too. This, of course, used to be the Senior Frogs, and they never did reopen. CVS is closing. They're not closing. I mean, yes, CVS has been closing, but they're not like closing. You know what I mean? So no, CVS is probably not closing. Whoa, Mr. H. Mr. H just enrolled in the course. Thank you so much, Mr. H. I really appreciate you, brother. He got the course. Man, I'm gonna sell this out tonight. I don't know. Feedback on the course has been that I get back to people incredibly fast. They email me, they ask me to do extra videos for the course. I put the videos in if they want a clarification on a concept. I take all my time, I talk with them, I give you a special email. And you guys can learn how to do what I do in the mornings. Fascinating. Well, no, it's $199 for the course. The course costs less than a pair of AirPods, and you own it for life. And when it's 70 videos long, when it's all finished, I mean, like, think about it. You guys are getting the deal of a century. Ivan, Mr. I, thank you, $5. I said your name, sorry, Mr. I. When you did that video in the backyard or something good, dude. Well, I don't know. No, not $1.99. No, it's $199, but it's worth $2,000 when they want me to sell it for $2,000. I'm dropping it daily and giving you guys a deal so you guys can be my founding members. And then by the time it's all said and done tomorrow, we're talking about how to set up paper trading and TradingView and why that matters and how you're going to practice. Oh, I know, John. I saw you, brother. It is $199, Charles. Not 99. No, just $199 flat. $199 flat. Go look there. Type in the code. Test the code for me. You guys go test the code for me. 1kday.diy. Coupon code is LS3. Only have 10 spots. A couple of them are already gone. So go and see. It'll be $199. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's not a life advice channel, Brent. Not a life advice channel, brother. How about 199.98? I know, right? 199.97. I know, right? But then you're getting into like that, well, I got to make it at 8, or I got to end it at 7 because that's where people buy. I don't care. People see the value in it. They're going to snap it up like it's Oreo cookies. Let's see here. I try to watch every one of your live streams. I think they're the great window into LV. Hello from Troy, New York. Cool. The Pirate Show's gone. Yeah, it's been gone. Usually stop in Vegas on the strip south Scottsdale every year. This winter bypass. My goodness, really. Campbell's got, I got the Riz. Is that what they call it? I thought that was an STD, but apparently it means charisma, so that's good. Ashley, Allie, hello, my friend. Reno was the home of many years. Nevada is a beautiful place. Home means Nevada, baby. You trade SGOV. You know, SGOV, you can do any, my stuff work on any stock, any index, but we do futures because it's easier for people to access the markets. Cocktails can be over 20. It just depends on where you're going. Crisp, yeah. I got your course. Thank you, Jamar. Appreciate you, bro. Boom, Jamar's in. Who else is going to do it? Who else is going to start their future and learn? If anything, you guys would be smarter than 90% of your friends when they try to talk about the economy. They're bitching and moaning about their 401k, and you're grinning ear to ear because you know how it all works. It's 7 o'clock. It's still kind of early. I'm so tired of hearing that claptrap. Yeah, it's early. Oh yeah, it's super early in Vegas. It's always like this here, man. I tried to buy today at ProDAWs. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, we sold out the last time. Here's your chance, ProDAWs. Go to 1kaday.diy, type in LS3, do it right now. I guarantee you, if you do it right now, I see that there's a spot or two left. If you do it now, ProDAWs, you're in. And you get it for that same thing where you tried to do it today and you couldn't get in because it was sold out. So what are you gonna do, ProDAWs? Oh my gosh, maybe not, because we have Mr. R that just bought another one. Mr. R just picked up the course, so I don't have to talk about a VPN, and I don't have to talk about a shaving kit for a man's genitals. Literally, that's that manscaping company. So ProDAWs, let me know if you want to do it, brother. I paid 20 bucks for a cocktail. That is crazy. Steve, what's your email? Mike J, nllvcontact@gmail.com. It's in the show more box. I'm gonna skip out early tonight. I wanted to skip in for a minute or two. Thanks so much, Eris. Appreciate you. Reno gets cold. Reno gets snow, bro. My wife's got an old friend up in Reno, and last year they had blizzards and ice storms, and it was like, lock yourself in the house. True, the people with show speed. Man, I took so many stimulants today. I bought this powder by Ghost called Ghost Burn. I thought I was snorting. I didn't snort it, but it was like, I never done hard drugs, but I was like, is this what meth feels like? Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I only took half dose. What's up, Steven? Where's the spatula? Yeah, Richard, not on this stream, bro. Not on this stream. We just clip on the magnet on our thing, and we just go for it. Yeah, Reno gets snow, but it depends on where you are. I mean, you got to remember, Reno is more northern than us. It's on generally the elevation is higher. There's mountains all near there, you know. Not on Adderall, Brent. No, it's, and I took it at 6 a.m. and then at 12 noon. Right now, I'm just on 100 milligrams of caffeine, and I'm also on a B vitamin complex and 500 milligrams of DLPA, which is an amino acid. So that's what it is. That's what I'm on right now. And yeah. And you know what? I forgot to buy water I forgot to refill my water up at the Fashion Show Mall, which was stupid of me. So thank you so much to Mr. G, Mr. H, Mr. R. They're all going to get their education in the markets and understand what they're doing in the markets. They're going to have an opportunity. Mr. N also enrolled. Man, guys, I only have a few left. If you guys want to grab the code. How's Caroline? She coming back in December? She's coming back in December. I'm trying to think if we're going to stay here or if we're going to go to California or something. I don't know. Watching the stream and heard you mention Guam. I'm in Guam. I'm on Guam, and we're relocating to Guam. I don't, Chubawaki. Well, half a day to you. The only person in here that gets it is Chuba, if they're in Guam, half a day. And yeah, no, I'm not on drugs. I'm just Ghost energy drinks are great, but the fat loss supplement, because I'm trying to diet and I'm just on 2,000 calories a day or so right now. No, that's not true. I went back to the gym. I'm doing strong lifts 5x5 program. And I did squats and deadlifts yesterday. and bicep curls. And so then today I got that just to give myself a little edge and kind of curb my appetite, because I've been on sugar for the last 2 months, really bad, eating a lot of carbs and junk food. And it was like ridiculous. I didn't like any, I liked it, but I didn't like it. Half a day, see? Chubba Walkie knows it. Campbell trades, I trade futures, yes. I was showing you guys earlier, this is, here's one day. This is last week. This is $429. Each one of these bars is 2 minutes. So we started, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 22 minutes of trading. I show you guys how to do these trades. That's one such, and then this was today, made 372, 3 different trades, took 15 minutes today. So I'm teaching. I love teaching people. I just tell you that you don't have to have much capital. You're not going to put thousands of your own money into the account and lose it all. You're going to use a different thing called prop firms, and I'll show you how to identify the same 3 or 4 things that I look for, and you'll understand market structure and price action and what futures are and why they're not the same as trading Apple stock, and you'll be smarter than 90% of your friends. And who knows, maybe you are the ones who pay your bills with it. Start small, go for base hits. You don't need to go for, I'm going to make $1,000 today. That never works out. Just go with, I'm going to make $75 today and $50 tomorrow, and by the end of the week I'll have enough to pay my utility bills, maybe. Potentially, we say potentially. How much is needed? Just the course cost, Mike. There's TradingView. TradingView costs $22 a month if you wanted to use TradingView, which you kind of have to. And then from there, the prop firms, they cost, they're like $15 to $50 to do an exam. I actually went over prop firms today in my video, so if you got the course, you would understand totally. And then total amount for a prop firm is going to be around $300 or $200, sorry. And and you don't even have to do that if you don't want to. You can always trade your own money if you wanted to as well. I'll put the link in there twice if you guys want to snap it up. It's 90% off. We're dropping videos every single day. That's why you're getting the discount right now. And you guys will get to learn, and you'll support this channel if you want to do it. Because after the price goes up, same people that are in for $200 own it for life. All right, I love Jay Bravo and Ferrari Ride last week since then discovered his post and still following, Jack says. Yeah, Johnny Bravo, Jay Bravo, he's great. I love him. It's nice to hear she's coming home, of course. You trade pork bellies. That is the thing, right? Yeah, you got soy futures, pork bellies, corn, I think, canola. I remind you of Sam Bankman-Fried. I don't think so. I'm a lot sexier than Sam. I'm not some pudgy little digital bitch kid. I've been through some shit in my life. I'll tell you that right now. I show speed going to drive by you soon. I show speed going to drive by you soon. Palantir. Trading is the same. The markets are global, Rob. The markets are global. There's only a few countries where you can't actually trade the markets. These are like developing nations, places in Africa and strange places in Asia where they have too many scammers, quite frankly. But yeah, Canadians trade, Australians trade, people in the UK trade, people in the Philippines trade, and I don't know what Aaron is. I have no idea. What do we got? All these Christian crosses. I love the Christian crosses, but we don't want to flood the chats too hard, Mandy. I'll have to put you on timeout, and so don't do that too much. But yeah, I'm not Sam Bankman-Fried. I'm in better shape. At least I pretend like I work out. Yeah, Canada can trade. You're fine. What about Swiss stocks? I have no idea what you're even talking about, but I love you to death. Let's keep walking. I hear a percussionist. Oh, I should check it if I have any more shout outs for people who joined us at the discount. Let me double check that. And yeah, we'll check that right now. Oh yeah, they're doing the setup for the F1 already, actually. I saw them doing the setup over at Harmon Corner, which I'm so over it, bro. It's not even October, but I guess it takes 2 months to set up. I guess. I don't even know, man. It's depressing. Yeah, so we got Mr. R, Mr. N, Mr. R, Mr. A, Mr. G. We are almost sold out, so let me know. We make money when it goes up and money when it goes down. This ain't about putting your life savings and hoping that it goes up because the iPhone is good. I'm an SNL writer. What does that mean? Okay, now I got to look at this person. I show speed or I show speak. I don't know. Not the F1, I was a fan, but boycott now since May. Why are you boycotting the F1? I like the F1. Like, here's the thing, I enjoy F1. I do. But at the same time, I think they go around it, they go about it completely dumb. If they want to, if they want really people to love it, they have to be able to show it. Let us influencers show it. But they don't want us to show it. They paywall it. They want you to watch it on television partners and stuff like that. I trade globally from Canada. We don't have to worry about pattern day trading. This is not pattern day trading. You guys don't need $25,000 to do this. Locals hate F1. Most people I know don't like F1. I like F1 because I was able to stand next to it and I went like, holy cow, this is pretty rad. But, you know, most people don't have that ability and that's okay. And I get it. But once you see the cars and you hear the cars and you're like, oh my gosh, that thing's going 185 miles an hour. Boom. Should a 70-year-old, what is this now? What did you ask me about 70-year-old? Pattern day trading is ending. Yeah, they've been saying that for years. Should you get out of the stock market when you're 70? I don't know. I trade day. I find it's fun. It's gamification for me. You know, they're never going to put the F1 at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Eric. It's never going to happen. And the reason it's not going to happen is because the reason they want, this is what they want to show this. They're showing this, right? You know, and that's why the Wynn and the Encore spend so much money to partner with the F1, the Venetian, the Palazzo, the Bellagio. So no, you're never going to see that at the Motor Speedway. I mean, they do it in Texas and Austin, and it's boring because it's out in the middle of nowhere. Austin's a kick-ass town, but they're certainly not into closing downtown Austin. But downtown Austin is not being advertised. You know what I mean? Like, so we're advertising the Strip. That's why they got F1 here. They got F1 here to market the Las Vegas Strip to people from Europe and Asia, where F1 is much bigger. And at the same time, they hope they can pick up some American viewers, which is why they made the F1 movie, which I gotta watch. I think it's on HBO Max, or what service am I keep looking at? Hulu, maybe, I don't know. It's somewhere. I could stream it. I know there's Vegas C. How much money do I need to invest to make $3,000 a month? Pro, I'm going to be honest with you, it's futures trading. It's not investing. It's not putting money in to try to make $3,000 a month. It's literally quick hits. I'll show you what that looks like on a chart. Here's some moves right here. There's one for 82.50, one for 130, and one for 160. There's short-term trades. It's called scalping. It is not investing money and hoping it goes up. And, you know, I'm going to invest in this for 6 weeks. And hopefully it goes up because I got a hot stock test. I'm not doing that stuff. So it's interactive. It's not parking your money somewhere. And so how much can you make in a month? I mean, one lady I traded with, she was making $10,000 a month after 2 years of doing it. And some people, they go a long time and they quit because they don't want to do it. I teach you guys how to do little base hits. And then once you learn how that works in futures, you go from micros to mini contracts. And before you know it, you're trading one full contract that can be worth it can be worth 500 a day, 1,000 a day, 1,500 a day for you. And these are actual numbers that I show in the course and everything like that. You know? How much to fund the trading account, Richie Vegas says? It's a good question. There's one company that I have, that I use, that I refer. They have the exam portion for $15 on 90% off sales a lot of the time. And then there's a $150 fee to actually get to where you can pull money out of it once you win the money. And then there's one company that I refer to that is also very good. They're 130 one-time up front. I don't recommend them for new traders. Then there's a company called Top Step, which everybody knows, and they're 50 to start and 150 to fund. So it's around 200 bucks in most cases. But if you guys are interested in taking the course, I do have a few more spots left, maybe possibly. I'll put it up in here one more time. Then we're gonna stop talking about it for a bit because people get pissed off at me. But guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is how I can afford to be a YouTube creator. I love it. And I love doing I'm loving creating the whole entire course for you guys too, and having you guys email me and tell me what you like about it, what I can change and what I can make better. I have a special email in the course for my students. So go to the code, type in LS3, get 90% off, own it for life. Yes. Is the trading course also good with crypto? Yes, you can trade crypto futures, Bitcoin, spot Bitcoin, Ethereum. People do that. Yep, you can do it with crypto. What's a resident kaiju? Is that like a joke for me to say? Because somebody asked me if I'm down with WAP, and I didn't know it meant wet ass women's parts. And I was like, yeah, wireless access protocol, because I'm a total nerd. And that's a thing where you press a button on your device and a button on your router, and it links them up together. So I was a total nerd. So trading is the same as gambling. Most people lose money. I mean, there's professional gamblers that don't lose money that make 6 figures a year in Vegas, and then there's degenerate gamblers that do lose money that call themselves professionals. We go over the psychology of why you shouldn't be a degenerate gambler in the course too, and what the difference is. It's not a Zoom class, it's on demand pro. You can do it at 2 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon. It's on demand videos. We're dropping videos every day. That's why it's 90% off right now. Because I'm releasing a new video every day to get people on a founder's level so they can help me shape the course so I can make it better. Oh, giant Pacific Rim monster. I went to an uncensored AI today, and I asked the uncensored AI if there were terrorist sleeper cells near Las Vegas. Uncensored AI. Do you guys want to guess what an uncensored AI gave me? And it gave me 7 citations. And the citations were from our federal government. Yeah, it was scary. I got scared today. Yep. If you have I mean, I don't know. Like, most people... So here's the thing. If you already have a ton of experience and stuff, and you're just like, I don't know. I mean, it's $199. So, what do you think it said? I went to Venice.ai. It's uncensored, which means that it's not like ChatGPT. It's not this, it's not that. I pay money for it. Venice.ai. It's an uncensored GPT that isn't politically correct. You can ask it a question about anything, and it's all encrypted. I asked it. I said, are there Islamic terror cells near Las Vegas? Are we at threat? And you know what it did? You know what it did? It gave me 7 references. 3 of them were from the United States Department of Homeland Security and government websites saying that there are terror cells near Las Vegas. Is that scary? That scares the living you-know-what out of me. Tony! Zombie Apocalypse, my man, my survivor, my fighter. Tony's awesome. He's great. So that is crazy. I don't think that Bruno Mars lost $52 million at MGM. I think that is something that social media cooked up, but you never know. And we won't ever know. You know what I'm saying? So we want to say hello to our new members, our new students, Mr. M, Mr. G, Mr. A, Mr. R, Mr. N, Mr. R, and Mr. J. Man, I only got 3 spots left, and then the price goes up, and then you guys are wondering why you don't understand what's going on in the markets. Wouldn't believe anything our DHS has to say. I mean, that's fine, yeah. I mean, I totally understand. The trust of government is very low right now. Were you around during 2017? Yeah, I've lived in Vegas for 21 years, my brother. Yeah, Digital Blade, are you using the actual uncensored model that you pay money for? I'm just wondering. I'm not guessing. I'm just telling you. Because you got to pay money for the uncensored pro models. ProDAWs, the entire curriculum's up online, man. I think the course is probably not for you, so I don't want you to bother yourself with it, brother. I had one guy that he's got like 27 years of investing experience, and it was just too much. And I said, listen, you probably need one of those $20,000 mentorships that some guys offer. I don't think that this is right for you. This is a ground up, complete beginner's course where we actually explain everything. One of my students today said he's never taken a course, and he's bought a few for way more money, but he's never taken one where they explained everything, like as though you and me sat down at a coffee shop and we were old friends, and you said, explain it all to me. And I said, here's the entire thing. Like a conversation broken down into little video chunks. And he loved it, and he's loving it. ICE arrests the head of the school system in Iowa. Yeah, but the head of the school system in Iowa had violent crimes, and he was from like, I can't remember where he was from. I saw that article. Yeah, but he was a violent criminal. Like the head of the school system. Look, I'm telling you truths. The head of the school system was a violent criminal. A violent criminal. Why don't I 10x my trades? Charles, why don't I 10x my trades? Because if I 10x my trades, I put on 10x the risk. And I'm doing okay with YouTube right now. So I'm just using it to supplement income and build a cash account for later. Then when I go to a cash account, I have a little more flexibility and freedom and things that I want to do with that. Thanks for clarifying that one. No, it's true. They did. They arrested the head of the school system. But to see the real story is very difficult, and it's very hard to do that right now because you're just going to see, wow, Mr. R, I got 2 spots left in the course because Mr. R came into the course. Let me see if I can find you the actual story so you guys can fully understand it, because a lot of you guys are seeing one-sided news right now. Let me see here. I'm going to search this page. It's probably on here. Here it is. It was Des Moines, Iowa. ICE agents on Friday arrested the superintendent of Des Moines, Iowa Public Schools, an illegal alien from Guyana with a prior weapons arrest. Dr. Ian Andre Roberts was an active ICE fugitive at a deportation order since May 2024. Roberts fled in his car and sped off. He then abandoned his car and fled on foot. Federal agents found him hiding in shrubbery and took him into custody. A senior ICE official told today that Dr. Ian Andre Roberts, who ICE says is an illegal alien from Guyana, an active ICE fugitive with a deportation order, fled from agents. He was found in a brushy area. He has a weapons arrest in 2020. So that's the guy from your public school system, unfortunately. So your guy from the public school system came into the country illegally, lied on his paperwork, and then had a violent weapons arrest in 2020. And you're saying they shouldn't arrest the head of a public school system, but the superintendent had a violent past. I don't know. Are you guys okay? And I'm being serious. Would you be okay, even as a Democrat, knowing that the head of your school system has a violent past for weapons charges? Would you be okay with your kids going to that school system? That's my question for you. Before you get all up on it and you say, I can't believe they arrested this guy. Now you know as, what's his name? Now you know the rest of the story. Like, now you know, right? So now you know the rest of the story. Okay, right. So that's what it is. Now you guys make your decision as a Democrat or an independent or as a Republican or as a Libertarian or as a Green Party person, whether or not this guy that you now know has a violent weapons charges. Oh, this was in his car today. By the way, also, this was in the guy's car today. They recovered that vehicle today, that gun today in his car. It's not a legal gun. It was a loaded Glock 19. He had that at the school. When he was fleeing from the school, he got into his car. So he took a loaded Glock pistol to his school today. Right. So, now you know. Now you understand that maybe there's more to the rest of the story, right? Now you know the rest of the story. Who is it that said that? That bothers me. That I can't remember. So we got Mr. R, Mr. J, Mr. R, Mr. N, Mr. R, Mr. A, Mr. G. Yes, G. 3, 4, 5. Man, I only have 3 codes left for that price. But thank you so much for everybody who's signed up so far to learn with me. Yeah, Lamont, we have a channel that talks about politics and the economy now. Paul Harvey, thank you. Now you know the rest of the story. I'm telling you, man, my brain is slow today. Yep, we talk about big boy issues because all my people are super smart and objective. And, you know. Oh, but look at the guitar. Look at this. Oh my gosh, do you guys see it? It's finally taking shape. Yeah, so Nick, that's the thing, right? Ground News wanted me to do a sponsorship for them, but I don't have to do one now because I have my own course. Yeah, I have ground news. It's a good service. Y'all should use it. So look at the guitar taking shape. That's so cool. I love it. Wow. I don't know. I'm sure it'll look better when it's done. But just like that. Boom, 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 boom. How long? Brian, we went live with the course on the 16th, I think, of this month. So if you want to do the course, you guys can get in. I only have 2 spots left for the 90% off forever price. You guys will have the opportunity to supplement your income and do something good for yourselves and learn how to change your lives forever if you guys decide to go in that direction. Only 2 spots left though. So there's the link, and there's the code if you guys want to take advantage of it. I heard Hard Rock will be imploded in 2028 to build CVS. I love it, right? There you go. So yeah, so I mean, like, look, what I feel like that song, hit me with your best shot, fire away. Because every time somebody says that, oh, they did this thing, I'll be like, yeah, but that person did, you know, sexual assault. You want them here? And so he had violent gun arrests, and he had a loaded Glock 9 pistol in his car that was illegal when they arrested him today. And he brought that to school. Yeah, but it's unjust because Donald Trump, Orange Man. Look, man, I'm all for the law and justice of the world. No, here's the thing. I don't know if they're getting paid by casinos. Nobody knows, guys. Listen, they're supposed to disclose it. They may or may not. That's up to them and God in heaven and hell. If they are lying to you, they're lying to you. But I'm telling you, that's my way to support my channel, that course that I put the link up for. And it's good. I vet it because I created it myself, right? So, like, whatever, dude. That's it. I know it's great because I made it. I know I got good feedback off of it. People love that course. You know? Got your course last week. How long before I should feel good about trading? Well, Bob, we're really close to like actually getting you into TradingView in the course. Getting you set up with paper trading, showing you everything so you can click around and stuff like that. And I think I put up in my video today, I did a video on prop firms today talking about time frames, if you saw the video. So glad more people are learning truth, but we will always have those who remain. It's not their fault. And also there's people that think they know the truth that don't know the truth, you see. That's the thing. So you can always teach yourself, McFly. That's a great way to do it, brother. Why come to the US in Vegas? I don't know, man. I guess stay where you are.
Your friends over.
Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. But she's a real tall cookie with a good mystery. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's pretty, well, the traffic's okay. Aw, man, Sonny Bean, you gotta go away, dude. Why would you say something like that? That's a horrible thing to say. I don't know why anybody would say that. That's so sad. Mortgage rates still suck. MBS is not doing much, but prices are... Oh yeah, mortgage rates just gonna go up. You think they're gonna go down? You're wrong. They went up last time. It's funny because there's this Chinese dude, I don't know his name of his channel. He's an American. He talks like you and me. He doesn't have an accent. He's obviously born and raised here, but he's Chinese American guy. And he did a video on that, and he said exactly what I said, and he's like a freaking expert at the finances. And he was like, yeah, just because they lowered interest rates doesn't mean that the price of mortgages are gonna go down. The price of mortgages are tied to the 10-year bond rate and the yield on the 10-year bond, and that's what's going to happen. What is Super Alpha Steve? Can somebody explain what that means to me? Yes, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Fire Away is a song. So I've been telling you guys that for a while, and people are like, no, yeah, government's going to shut down. Government shuts down every so often. One side blames the other side. what'll happen is, here's what'll happen. Clear value tax guy, he is so smart. And he actually backed up everything I said in my own video. I did a video on Monday about mortgages and housing and how nobody can keep up right now and how there's more defaults happening. And then he did a video like a day later saying exactly what I said in that video, which meant that I felt okay saying what I said because I figured it. Dividend streams, my win rate on my trades, it's about 75 to 87%, just depends on what the market's doing. I'm much better when it's bullish, but you know, I can win on bearish. Yeah, the government's going to shut down. For sure they are. And then you're going to see that the government's shutting down, and the president hates, you know, Social Security people and Medicaid. Here's the thing: none of those things ever shut down. So if the government shuts down and you're on Social Security, you're still going to get your Social Security. If the government shuts down, you're on Medicaid, you're still going to get the Medicaid. If you're on Medicare, you're still going to get your Medicare. If the government shuts down and you're on any kind of benefits, you're going to get your entitlements. That stuff doesn't change for you at all, period. The government might shut down. How much for taking a cab or Uber? Well, they surge price stuff, so I don't know what it would cost right now. More than you would like. More than you would like, I'm sure. Well, you have a book in your mind, and that's why we love your channel, but you're killing it with your YouTube, and of course, you're doing good. And I can see you embracing, oh, okay, the super alpha. Well, I got so tired of being a little priss, man. I was raised by my mom, and there's nothing wrong with that, but a lot of the time, when, not all the time, but a lot of the time when young men are raised by their mothers, they turn out to be little women. It's government shut down and you have a job, you'll still get your paycheck. I mean, do government employees still get their paycheck and fly? Silver went up by like 4% today or something. It was insanity, because gold keeps going up. You can trade gold futures on my course too. What about the jobs you lost arresting 300 illegal? Well, yeah, I mean, well, wouldn't you? So Lee, here's the deal. Korean car manufacturer opens a plant and hires 300 people that don't have proper legal reasons to be here, when they told the government they'd be opening a plant to employ Americans. How's that fair? Taking advantage of our very generous business environment to open a plant to sell cars to Americans that aren't made by Americans seems like a bum deal to me. Oh, but the Koreans, well, guess what? Average income in Korea is about $48,000 per year. Just so you're aware, people in Korea make more than your ass on average. Maybe you make more than 48, but more than the average American. So are you gonna cry for those people? Don't cry for me, Argentina. I'm so sick and tired of people crying for the inappropriate things. You know what I'm saying? These people had a great country to go back to. One of the biggest economies of the world is Korea. Don't bitch and moan about that shit. Doesn't the government just always inflate the debt? Of course they do. Yeah, you give a Korean car manufacturer the ability to open a plant in America to sell cars to Americans to bypass the tariffs, and then they go and import 300 people that illegally work under the table, essentially, don't pay any taxes back to the system, and you're gonna fucking complain about those people. You're out of your ever-loving mind. Look at the guitar. Whoa! Look at the guitar taking shape. That is insane. They're already testing the windows out on it. That is so dope. That is so awesome, dude. I love it. This thing is gonna really rock your world. A lot of you guys are upset that the Mirage is leaving, but this thing is gonna be great for you. You're gonna love it in the end, I guarantee it. I feel like the Men's Warehouse guy. You're gonna love the way you look, I guarantee it. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Dynamite. TNT. So no new tech, but you have a giant guitar. What do you mean new tech? What are you talking about? No new technology? Dude, this city has more technology in it than you could ever imagine, brother. Don't get me started on that. Begins TNT. I'm dynamite. Yeah, I think everybody's gonna love the hard rock in the end, bro. Yeah, but we're trying to expand our channel a little bit. That's why we talk about the economy more here, because everybody loves it and people seem to like what I have to talk about. You're gonna be at Circa Thursday? Maybe I'll go downtown next week, I don't know. Going downtown is a big giant drag for me. I have to scream and yell even though I use the microphone for 2 hours, and then my throat and my voice hurts the next day, and it's not all that fun. be a great hotel. It already looks cool. If the 15-year mortgage is tied, every mortgage rate is tied to the 10-year yields. And the 10-year yields aren't coming down anytime soon. And also, the last time they reduced interest rates was in September of 2024 when Biden was president. And it actually ended up raising interest rates for a brief period. And then they're at the exact same level now that they were then. So go ahead and lower the interest rates. It don't matter. It's still gonna not do anything to the mortgage rates. What's the demographics of visitors to Vegas? Are less and less young people? No, more and more young people are coming here, actually. Kimba, the White Lion, is in the chats. How you doing, Kimba? Average visitor is age 57. That's not the question. That's not the question you should be asking. The question you should be asking is whether or not it's on a downtrend, and the average visitor is not 57 at all, period. I don't have it in me to go look up all the stats right now, but I can tell you the average visitor is certainly not 57 years old. That's a ridiculously silly stat, because that would make the youngest visitors 20 and the oldest visitors like 100. So I don't know where you're pulling your data from. Which hotel are you in? I'm in the Harrah's right now. I'm not gonna go disturb the employees, ask them about layoffs. They'll just try to kick me out. Stop saying the rates. Yeah, Alex, yes, it's applicable to crypto. You can trade Bitcoin and Ethereum futures, or you can trade anything with my system. Yes, you can trade Forex, but I focus on futures, but all the charts operate the exact same way. As a matter of fact, Alex, I'm going to make a video about that in the course. Let me set a reminder. Set a reminder to make a video tomorrow about crypto and Forex for my course at 8 a.m. So Alex, you may not buy the course, but I'm going to make a video tomorrow about crypto and Forex when I have my caffeine. No, it's not options, it's futures. Guys, just go look at the site at least, okay? You can look at the site without buying a thing, okay? The whole entire course outline is here, okay? I'll show the link. I'll post this up twice. If you decide to buy it, I have like 2 spots left and 90% off for tonight. Okay, go to the link. Go look at the entire outline. I'll show you guys what we're doing, how we're learning. And yes, you can trade cryptos and stuff with prop firms too. Crypto bros. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real fast here. And so maybe that's the time to go take a look. So we're doing a bathroom break. I'm gonna use the little boys' room. So we'll be back in just a minute, okay? Love you guys. Okay, we're back. And we only lost 100 people. The average age is now, yes, the average age of people that come to Vegas is now 104. Every time you say it, it gets older and older. Let me put my microphone back in real fast here so you guys can have better sound. Good. And we're back. Yeah, the hands are washed. I still have a little glimmer of water on there, so either I washed my hands or I peed all over them. You whatever. Yeah, I wash my hands. And I dried them on my jeans because the stupid towel thing didn't work. I'm using an iPhone 17 Pro Max to film, and I have a DJI mic mini set up. Wednesday will be a smart day, must be a news day. I haven't looked at the news in a while. I just know that I trade at 6:30 in the mornings. Can you delay paying a margin call for a while? I don't do calls and I don't do options. Options are tricky. Some people are great at them. I don't do them. I can't see the guys playing. They're over there. This is that Kevin Bacon movie, right? Average age is 44. Well, there you go. Here's what it is. How's the iPhone 17 Pro Max? It's the favorite device I've ever used so far. I got zero complaints about it. It's rock solid, bro. Rock solid. Like, I've been on this now 70% battery life, and by this point on my last phone, it would have been at 45%. We're already in a recession, by the way. No, there's royalties on everything, bro. Everything's owned by somebody. Let's go see what we can see out here, though. Kind of want to buy water, but I'm not going to do it here. I'm okay for a little bit. I think, actually, where's the next water stop up there? It's going to be at... It was at Casino Royale. Next one up is at the In-N-Out Burger. Yep. Yeah, no, I love the iPhone 17 Pro Max. I didn't even... Oh, they got David Bowie playing, see? Let's dance. The song they're playing on the radio. Water equals $39. Sure. Bum, bum, bum. Let's sway. An empty place. Oh, you got the bartender here. iPhone 17, everything Android had prior. Whatever, dude. If you like your Android phone, great. That's so good. Wonderful. I love it. You're right. Android is 10 times better than iPhone. I'm just a total idiot for buying this phone. Does that make you happy now? You happy? Are you happy? Is your penis hard? You happy that I said that? Your iPhone is superior to your Android is superior to my iPhone. Yeah. What's funny about the definition of recession is that the definition of recession was changed by the federal government, much like the definition of what a vaccine is. So it suits their needs. Anyway, I don't even. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Bow, 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 let's sway. Read an article today that construction on a new building. What is that? I didn't see your comment. It went too fast. Can you delay paying a mark? Oh yeah, you were asked that a long time ago. Yeah, construction jobs are laid off across the valley. We took a dip in construction jobs. New homes are not being built right now. Recession is when your neighbor loses his job. A depression is when you lose your job. Moonlight, this serious moonlight. Does Vegas post high dollar wins? No, they usually make a big deal out of it. Usually they'll say so and so won $1 million on a machine though, because they want to publicize that. my love for you. Break my heart in two. Am I seeing more deals? We got the Fabulous 5 all this week, and it's like big deals all coming into Vegas. But I know what the stats are for August. They haven't been announced yet. You'll probably see them in the news tomorrow. 6.7% reduction year over year for August. Occupancy down again on the rooms. Overall visitorship down again. Gaming wins up very big gaming wins. So the casinos are still making their money, which means that the handle on the machines and on the tables is bigger than it's ever been. So, you know, if you have skills, that would be using some nice and some agencies. What agency? What skills? I love Vegas and visit once a year. Cool. Yeah. The blues. Vegas is too expensive, and they know it. Yeah. Vegas is only for the moderate to the Vegas is for the upper middle class to the upscale right now. And you can come in and you can get your deals, but you might not be so often. You might come every few years. So it's going down gambling whales. So yeah, tons. I have little birds that tell me stuff, and from what I've heard, it's like Asian baccarat players and whales are coming in big. Places from like China and stuff like that, they're coming in. Sounds like tighter slot machines. No, the machines aren't any tighter. It's just that people are pumping more money into the machines and playing higher denomination machines because the lower part of the economy has been priced out. So the lower part of the economy is the ones that's playing pennies, nickels, and quarters. The upper levels are playing, you know, max bet, dollar spins, these kinds of high roller type things. If you say run, I'll run to you. Bom, 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 bom. What is POG? I know what POG is. You meant to say fat ass white girl, which is demeaning, but they weren't white. I've noticed some casinos have baccarat, don't have baccarat. That's because it's a high limit game. Yeah, it's a high rollers game. Lee's like, this is boring, bye. I agree, Lee. I walk down this strip all the time. I just read the chats, man. I'm a walking tripod, baby. I'm a walking tripod. That's why we have discussions about things that aren't Vegas, because if not, my freaking brain would explode. To be honest with you. Price hikes are a differentiation strategy, and marketing Vegas has decided to get small. In your neighborhood, do you see a lot of people moving out? No. No, my neighborhood is predominantly Chinese. It is. There's like one black family, and I'm the token white. So that's it. That's my family. Vegas needs showgirls and rhinestones and feather boas. Walking tripod, baby. Got a picture of a... Oh, I'm gonna sing that stupid song again. Has the crime rate gotten on the strip gotten worse? No, it's better than it's ever been. Crime is down on the strip. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Why is Jacob Lice in Vegas still saying that? I don't know. You should have to ask Jacob. I don't have any comment on Jacob. I wish him the best. I think he's a talented creator. That's all I will say about that. But he, I don't know. I've heard, and I'm not saying any particular names, like I've been told that there's YouTubers that are getting money from casinos to say nice stuff about the casinos. I don't know if that's true. You can't know anything, man. Unless they come out and tell you, like, and you're never gonna know this stuff. Oh, the Beavers are playing the Houstons or something in the foosballs. Do I miss Lake Tahoe? If I could afford to live in Lake Tahoe, I'd live in Lake Tahoe, bro. But the winters can be brutal. But Lake Tahoe is a beautiful place. But they also call it poverty with a view. Nobody wants to be referred to as a whale or high roller. Can you imagine sitting in a living room with a... I disagree. I think some of them like that. I think some of them like that. I have a friend in Lake Tahoe, or at least she used to live there. Oh yeah, playing card. I don't know, maybe we'll do that. I'm not sure. Maybe. Maybe. So which part of Vegas is dead? Not that part. Right, because like, You think this is busy. All right, let's pull the chats. Yes or no, Y or N. Is this busy for this spot on a Friday night, chats? Tell me in the chats, is this busy right now for what it looks like to you? If you're an experienced Vegas goer, I want you to put how many times you've been to Vegas and then Y or N. So type a number, how many times you've been to Vegas, Y or N, is it busy? I gotta know, I gotta know. How many times have you been to Vegas? Is it busy? Nope, from an Uber driver. Well, Dino is the man and he makes his money off the tourism. Costa's been to Vegas 18 times, says no. Anthony Wrench is here. Frank says, Willie says 7 times, not busy. Well, I guess the general consensus of not me saying it, but the chat saying it, is that it's not busy and it's not busy. So I guess that's what it is. There you go. Well, I don't know. I don't know why Jacob's like, I haven't watched his video. Do you guys think I watch his video? I don't watch his video. I don't watch Jacob's Life in Vegas videos. I don't watch Travel Ruby or Norma. Like, they don't watch me. I don't watch them. I don't want to do that. They're good at what they do. God bless them. I hope they're making $500,000 a year still. I know one of them was. She said it on her chats. Making $500,000 a year doing YouTube is pretty impressive. She's carved out something that's the American dream. I'm proud of her. But I don't watch their videos. I just do my thing. I turn down sponsorships. I have my own product, my day trading course. I'm going to do a deep dive into the updated numbers on Wednesday. I'm trying to think of an analogy, and I'm usually pretty good at analogies, but I'm not good this time. Not figuring it out. Last time I was here, every other time I was there, that place was jam-packed shoulder to shoulder. It looks like a little empty, a lot of a better term. My love life is dead. I'm sorry about that, JG. I'm not the OG, Jacob's the OG. Jacob was like the first channel doing these videos. The spot where you were at, Steven, is terrible for Wi-Fi. Could be. Where'd it go wrong? Should have been a YouTuber. $500,000 a year. I don't know how she does it, but I guess it's just on ads. I don't make ads for these videos, and I don't do sponsorships. I had a bunch. I can start them. Do you guys think I should be putting... And guys, that's why I recommend you buy NordVPN, the #1 VPN in the world. Let me tell you all the reasons why. Because here's the thing, you don't need a VPN. I use one sometimes, but most of you guys never need one, and then you're gonna go buy one and be on a subscription that lasts forever, you know? Or I can tell you that you need to go into this company that's gonna monitor your information on the dark web somehow. So now you know your information's all, here's a news flash. Your information's on the dark web. You don't need to pay $150 a year to learn that. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is I have my day trading course that people buy, and that's my product, and I know it's a good product, and right now it's 90% off if you guys want to check it out and go and get that price, and I have like 2 spots left for the night. VPNs do have a place, sure. I mean, if you want to watch English, British Netflix, but half the time, by the way, my VPNs don't even work for that stuff. I do use NordVPN. I'm a paying customer, and I use another one called Private Internet Access, and that stuff, it doesn't work. The VPNs are always detected. Hulu won't even load if it detects the VPNs running on your system. It's like, hey, we detected a VPN software. Turn it off. So it's useless. Doesn't it cost $25,000? No, yes and no, Darren. Darren asked a good question. Does it cost $25,000? Yes, if you want to be what's called a pattern day trader, you would have to pay $25,000 and put it into a broker account. They're going to report that back to the IRS and all that stuff. But if you want to do my course, you can learn how to trade with very little money of your own up front. And you guys can learn step-by-step how to understand the markets, trade in 20 to 30 minutes a day, do little base hits like I did on this day here today, this morning, where I went in. And in the course of 14 minutes, I made $372.50. I utilize a service that costs me a total of $200 to get an account that I can unlock and I can trade and make money on. And that's what I do every morning, and I show you exactly how to do it. If you want to do that, if it seems like it's something that will help your future, just go to the website. I'll post it in the chats. It's how we sponsor our video with our own product that we get behind and back 1,000%. And go and type in code LS3. You can get one of my last spots for 90% off before the price goes up. Because I got to put the price up because they're leaning on me on the platform. They're saying, you're adding too much content, bro. you got to start charging more. You can't do 90% off. And I keep pushing back. I'm like, I'm brand new. Give me some slack. Lake Tahoe is nice, but winter utility bills. Yeah, but Vegas is nice, but summer utility bills will kill you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I don't think I mean, like, I don't want to have a conflict with the show. I don't want conflicts with people. I want love. I want much love with people. You had me sold, but you talked me out of it. As a retired financial advisor, Series 7, to refuse to business with someone evasive. Why am I evasive, American Made? You want me to show you the whole course? You want me to be like, yeah, here's the entire... Go look on the website. And by the way, you're a Series 7 trader. Good for you. That's awesome, bro. That's a huge accomplishment. You got all the good stuff. You should probably be like a financial advisor. Not everybody's going to go to school like you, and some people just want to learn from somebody that they're familiar with and they like their teaching style. Hopefully that's me. Sometimes that's me, sometimes it's not. I know the difference between the futures and a broker account. Yeah, so pattern day trader in the United States, pattern day trader rule, if you don't have $25,000 to put into an account, like a Schwab account or something, you can only take a few trades every single day. If you go in as a pattern day trader, then you can put in more trades into the market. If you use prop firms, then you can trade 1,000 times. So you shouldn't. Some people do. I met a guy that trades on a company called Top Step. He's one of their top 25 global traders. Made how much? I can't even remember. It was like, there's two numbers in my head. There was $250,000 or 425,000. I don't remember. But he did he's scalped, man. He did 97 trades a day. That's ridiculously a lot of trades. But he went in, made $100 here, got out. $100, got out. I'm like, shit. Good for you, man. Anyways, Northern Vegas influencers offers a way to make money, including your favorites. Some of your favorites come by. Well, no, Kurt, that's fine, man. But what they do is they get back behind the scenes looks at the buffet, and then they tell you that it's the best buffet in town. And I'm like, you got preferential treatment. I don't trust that. You know? Are you playing card trivia? Yeah, we will. But I got to get some water and sit for a minute. So we're going to steal water from the In-N-Out Burger. I don't think it's soda water. Is it? I wish it was. I love soda water.
I think this one's the soda water.
Yeah, that's how I support myself to be full-time content creator for you guys. Is it?
I think that's soda water.
Is it soda?
Because they've got a regular water right here.
It doesn't work. That's all right. Probably another one over here to try. Steven is an upfront guy, one of the few Vegas vloggers filming. Well, I tried my best to keep the chats flowing. Yeah, that's my soda water. We're gonna do it. We're gonna steal the soda water. It's gonna be hard because of this angle. Don't hate me. Yeah, I know I'm wasting water, but I gotta do it. Oh man, it's terrible. Usually I just remove the grates, but you can't remove the grates here because the grates are too long. But typically I remove the grate and put the water bottle directly below it. It's killing me that I'm wasting the water. I'm sorry guys, I apologize. 10x, don't rage quit me because of all the waste. Ah! Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Do-do-do-do-do. Under the moonlight. Oh, they're doing a band out here on top of the thing. See, the link has got it going on. Well, props go out to Caesars Entertainment for offering you guys something a little bit different. What do my bracelets say? I knew somebody might ask that question. This one says Matthew 4:19, which I'm not a scripture guy, but I was told it was good. And the other one says God's got this. Now I'm gonna have to look up Matthew 4:19 because it's like, let's open up the Bible. Oh, I don't have the Bible app on here? Of course I do. Let's open that up. The smart water to make you smarter. Now it makes you feel smarter when you buy it. Steven sounds like a timeshare salesman. You're right, Jax. I'm nothing but a salesman, bro. Why do you feel that way? Why do you feel that way? Come follow me, Jesus said, and I'll make fishers of men. Oh, very good. Let's dance. Put on the red shoes and dance the blues. Do-do-do-do-do, let's sway. Under the moonlight, Jesus called out to them, "Come follow me and I will show you how to fish for people." And they left their nets at once and followed him. That's after the miracle on the ships. I missed a super chat. Uh-oh. Bum, 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 bum. Meow. Oh, Scott. Hello, Scott. Scott's new here. Scooter the Shooter. Hello, Scott. How you doing, brother? Thanks for the super chat, dude. So it didn't show me the little... I wish it would show me all of them. But it doesn't show me all of them. Did I buy the Harley jacket? I don't have a reason to buy that jacket. That's the thing. That's the thing. You know, if I had a reason to buy the jacket, I would have bought the jacket. It was last week. We were looking at the Harley store, which is somewhere around us here somewhere. And they had this really killer leather. Oh, man, it was so nice. But I didn't buy it. I ride an e-scooter right now. And I don't know. Oh, my gosh. No way. Are we done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We sold out, guys. Mr. G, Mr. A, Mr. R, Mr. N, Mr. R, Mr. J, Mr. R, Mr. G, Mr. F, and Mr. R. Welcome to the course, guys. Thank you guys so much. You should get an 8-ball. I had an 8-ball jacket. No, I didn't. My brother did. I had... So when I was... So quick story here, right? I was bullied relentlessly as a child. And this, do you guys want to hear a story that has like a really sad ending? Like, do you guys want to hear a depressingly sad thing? Let's get the strip in the background. I'll talk to you guys for a minute. But you guys want to hear something? You guys want to hear something personal about me? Say yes in the chat if you want me to open up and be a little bit personal for a minute. Okay, so check this out. So it's the year is like 1991, right? My mother and my father are going through a hellacious breakup. I love my father. I talk to him every day about hockey and all sorts of stuff, and it's awesome. But he was just pounded into submission by my mother. My mother was just like that person who you just didn't want to argue with, and it was just really, really bad. And I'm sorry I'm boring you, Gregory. There's probably other good channels for you to watch. Hey guys channels. Hey guys, I'm wearing a bikini top, that kind of thing, but I'm not going to wear a bikini top. Anyway. So we were living in Southern Ontario, and we were going to go back to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I was born. And my father was going to stay for a year to get his affairs in order, but they had already separated, right? And so they had separated. And so my mother was like, her family is in Alberta, Canada. If you don't have a reference for this geographically speaking, we're going to give you an American style reference. Montana, that's Alberta, Canada, and New York State, that's Ontario, Canada. So that's the distance between the two, right? So we spent all of 1991 or 92, I can't remember. It was whatever year the Rodney King riots happened, because I was in Ottawa at the time. We're doing all this rad stuff that my mother made my father follow through on, because he promised if we go to Ontario, you're going to see all these things, and we finally did all of them. And then I remember bawling my eyes out, throwing a temper tantrum as a child when I'm 10 years old that I'm never going to see my father again, and he's abandoning me. I don't know where I got that from. I have a pretty good idea where I got that from. I got it from my mother. It was terrible, right? She had convinced me that my father was abandoning us. Anyways, flash forward a year, he wasn't abandoning us. He was moving across the country, quitting a high-paying job that he had and trying to start his life over in an economy at that time 30 plus years ago, which was terrible. Alberta had an unemployment rate of nearly 13% at the time. It was really bad. And he came back into town, and those 8-ball jackets were really, really, really in style. Like the leather jackets where I'm fat. That's why I'm on a diet, by the way. I'm not showing you this usually, but what they do is they have this elastic band here, and they're like bomber jackets. And those got really, really popular. So he bought us bomber jackets, and my brother got the 8-ball because my brother always liked pool. And my brother was younger than me. He was only like 7 or so at this time. And I got the American flag. It was the sign of things to come, I guess. And sadly enough, that jacket got nearly destroyed. I was bullied relentlessly in school. And when I was in what we called junior high school back then, middle school to Americans, we had to share lockers, and I was just an Asperger's kid who ran his mouth way too much and used big vocabulary. I was picked on relentlessly, and somebody took the most rotten banana you could ever find, and they put it in the sleeve of the jacket, and they smashed it, and they put 2 or 3 of them in there. So it was winter in Alberta, Canada, where it's like super duper cold, and I put my jacket on and I got banana all over me, and it was a big thing, and that's part of my childhood. But now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Anyways, that's it. So that's the story about me. But it's like, I turned out okay, man. I had to learn to stop blaming my parents for everything. I had to learn to start being amazing and just getting over stuff. And you can do the same thing. Yep, I'm on the Asperger spectrum. I'm not sorry it happened. I'm actually happy it happened. I'm so grateful that that happened because it taught me valuable lessons later on in life. You know, if I didn't have that happen, I wouldn't be where I am today. Every single thing in my life is already predetermined. God knows every single hair on my body and my head. He knows all the hairs on my arm and on my head, and he knows what I'm in for, and he'll always take care. So I don't see a lot of people sitting eating In-N-Out Burger. We usually buy some playing cards and ask some questions. Alberta has the highest rate of American boycotting. That's not true. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard on this stream. You mean Alberta, where Donald Trump gave credit to Calgary, Canada the other day at a UN speech because they sang the American anthem and had a vigil for Charlie Kirk? That Alberta? What a low IQ thing you said. What a low IQ thing you just said. Whatever, dude. That's a ridiculously silly thing. There's more Americans. There's actually more American expats living in Alberta than any other part of Canada, just so you guys know. Because of the oil patch and the oil sector, there's a lot of American companies there that do oil exploration. And so yeah, there's a lot of Americans living in Alberta. But no, Alberta will never be the 51st state. That will never happen. That will never happen. Whoa, my man, Yankees fan in Texas sent $25 to the Cash App. Oh, my man, Mr. R just bought the course. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. R, a Yankees fan. And then he sent me a tip. What the heck is going on? I see you there. I see you, baby, shaking that thing. Oh my gosh, how did I have another one? That code should be dead. Well, thank you so much, Miss J. She just upped on the course too. If you guys can't get into the course, you're gonna have to send me an email. That's like saying the province of Quebec will be its own country. Quebec was trying to be its own country, of course, yes. Danny the Medic will do a vlog with Tim Lee at the Filipino restaurant and disrespected the food. What? That's bullshit. I hate when people do that. That pisses me off. Here's another story time for you. We'll come back to the playing cards later. There'll be some people eating outside, hopefully. Here's another story for you. I'm at the Kiwi Hotel in Cebu City, Philippines. Cebu City is the second largest city in the Philippines. There's millions of people in it and tons of tech companies and everything like that. And I hear these old white dudes from Australia, and of course they're staying at the Kiwi Hotel, although Kiwi is New Zealander slang. And they're all bitching and moaning about how, oh, this country, or these people. And I'm like, dude, you're a sex tourist. Fuck you. You just came here to have sex with young girls because you're too fat and ugly to have sex in your own country. And you're going to complain about Filipinos. Thank you so much, James Miner, $3 super chat. I hate when people do that. If you're going to be a guest in a country, you don't bitch and moan and complain about the country because guess what? You're a guest. You should go home. You should go home. If you're going to come to America and complain about America, we're happy to have you, but maybe you should stay home. Your hometown has lots of good destinations for you to go in. You know what I'm saying, brother? You know? So don't do that thing. And so everybody complains and they rage on ugly Americans. And it's true. Americans, we go abroad. We say stuff. We complain, we bitch, we moan that it's not like it is back home. But every country does it. Well, So yeah, man, that pissed me off to no end. Sitting there, a bunch of old fat white guys bitching and moaning about Philippine culture. Dude, you knew what you were getting into. If you were such king shit, you would have stayed in wherever, Australia. They're Australians. I love Australians, by the way. Australians are like the most adventurous, awesome people. Are there any Aussies on the chat still, or did I scare you all away? Are there any Aussies on the chat? Say goodbye if you're in the chat. I love you guys, but I don't love anybody from any country that wants to bitch and moan and complain. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You know, people went to Canada from America and complained about Canadians. They said, what the hell, go stay in America, lots of things to see. You know, whatever. Canadians come here, don't complain. ProDoz, we have a major problem with obesity. There's an obesity epidemic in America, bro. We eat really bad foods. They gave Danny the Medic free food and said all the food looked nasty. I'm not exposing a vlogger. Somebody else said it. I didn't expose nobody, bro. Talk about LV, not your life. No, I like to talk about my life. If I can tell you all the stupid ass shit I did in my life, then you're not going to do it. I'm not fat. I'm festively plump. No doubt. Here is some serious hogs for women. That's not nice. The locals are skinny and healthy. Not necessarily, but we do have a big gym culture out here, that's for sure. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. If they're changing the pattern day trader rule, that's even better for me. Now more people will buy my course and get into it without prop firms. That's awesome. No, but here's the thing, man. People are eating bad foods. It's not because they want to eat bad foods. It's because they don't understand the foods they're eating are really harmful to them. Like, I don't know. Churchill, Manitoba. Is that the greater than symbol, Hecla? I'm too dumb to understand. Is that greater than or lesser than, Hecla? What's today's step? I don't have a lot of steps lately, bro. I went to the gym yesterday. Oh my gosh. Edward, I'm sold out, brother. Yeah. Edward, if you want to get the course and you're interested, send me an email. I'll put it on my screen right now. You can send me there. I'll see if I can pull out one of the email codes I have. Because I had 520 emails and not everybody bought the course, of course. Of course. A horse is a course, of course, of course. Send me an email and I'll see if I can straighten you out on getting your early access tomorrow. Some of the email codes might not have been used. So I'm going to put on the screen, I'm going to get rid of it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, emails going, 3, 2, 1, emails gone. All right, let's see if I can straighten you out tomorrow. Right, Chucky got in, cool. But I think the food industrial complex is ridiculous, but I think it's not too late to learn. Dynamic pricing peak. No, it's that I can only get so many of those discounts at a time, unless you're talking about Vegas dynamic pricing. Sean says it's a good course. Cool. Thank you for the testimonials, Sean. What kind of questions are we going to ask if we do trading card trivia? Trading card. It's not trading. Playing card trivia. It's basic math, dude. Haha. I thought you were market savvy. Buy the shorts? No, you sell shorts. You buy longs. You sell shorts, you buy long. You do both with my method. Coolio, Edward. If you know what you're doing, Vegas is incredibly cheap. It can be, but it's still expensive to stay if you want to stay on the strip. It can still be a little bit of a PITA. What are we gonna ask for? Let's ask AI, because I don't want to. You like my transformation to colored? I thought you were saying colored shirts. I'm like, why are you going to be racist, dog? Steve, I like your transformation to colored shirts and more economic bend in the commentary. It's definitely a lot more refreshing than political commentary. I can do, yeah, I mean, I can do that all day long, man. I want to make the channel more global outreach anyways. Room in Naked City costs $20. Yeah, but then you got to get the crab treatment afterwards, and what's that going to cost you? Syphilis? Well, I started using an uncensored AI called Venice for image generation and stuff like that. It can do, because image, like all these AI censor, it just depends. Even Grok censors. I don't know what breed of dog Scooby-Doo is. He's an anthropomorphic dog. He's a Great Dane. Wasn't Clifford the Big Red Dog also a Great Dane? You got to go to the free clinic to get your chlamydia fixed. What's the tallest hotel on the strip? Fontainebleau. I believe it to be Fontainebleau. Followed by Resorts World. Followed by Fontainebleau, Resorts World. Maybe Wynn, Trump, they're up there. Junk food is expensive now, man. It's Finch Jane says choppy market. I mean, today was chop in the morning. I shouldn't have traded when I did, but I did. If you're selling a trading course, have you provided your audited trading results? Yeah, there's always one like that. Steven, tell everyone here that you're actually a 20... I can't read your chats, it's too fast. Oh, the chats are overwhelming. America. Are you on the strip right now? This is the Link Promenade. I'm just chilling, my feet are tired. Cosmo is tall, but it's not the tallest. Actually, we can just do this, here. There's a page, I don't even know if it still exists, called Skyscraper Page Forum or something like that. So let me do this. We can just, here, Skyscraper Page. Oh, I can't type on this keyboard. Skyscraper. This is an old forum. I used to go to this website I went to this website 25 years ago. Skyline, and I think it's still online actually. Here it is, skyscraperpage.com. Default build, Las Vegas, searching. Where's my diagrams? Skyscraper diagram, there it is. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this. You're gonna like this. Oh man, the site is not... Okay, so here is exactly as I said, okay? So it's got a ugly ass ad down here. Okay, so here's our skyscraper page diagram with amazing... The pixel art here is gorgeous. So we have Fontainebleau, followed by Resorts World, followed by Palazzo, followed by the Encore, followed by Orange Man Tower, followed by Wynn, followed by the Cosmo 1, Cosmo 2, Alara, Aria, Vidara, Eiffel Tower, Waldorf, New York, New York, Palms Place, Bellagio, Sky Tower, the Martin, Delano, Mandalay Bay, Turnberry is all the same height. And that's our height. That's our biggest hotel tower on the strip is, as I said, it's the Fontainebleau. And the Fontainebleau Tower is 63 floors, mixed use, 224 meters, just edging out Resorts World. And a lot bigger than the Cosmo. 224 versus the Cosmo, which is all the way down here. Where's the Cosmo at? Hold on, now I'm just making you hate life. Where's Cosmo at? I just saw it, son of a biscuit. 224 versus Cosmo. Yeah, Cosmo is 183, significantly shorter. Where's the Martin? The Martin is right behind the Cosmopolitan, on the directly west of the strip. Directly west of the strip. I think my gimbal is dying, so I better plug it in. We do need more stuff like this in Vegas. Yeah, go. So if you want to find that site, just go to Skyscraper Page. Actually, I'll just post the link in the chat. Give me half a second here. I gotta plug my gimbal in. The battery is amber colored. Cool. Let me post that link. Is it true that the giant Jimmy Page statue? That would be pretty rad, wouldn't it? Here. Copy. So here's the link to that diagram. If you love buildings, this is the best website in the world. Like, they have my hometown of Calgary in there. They got Toronto, Canada in there. It's good stuff. Is it true that... Okay, Steven, you're doing great. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it. Booking marketing on that site. The end of the strip needs a link. It's so dead. Yeah, I would have thought the Strat Vegas... Well, no, the Stratosphere is not considered a tower. Well, it's a tower, but it's different. So you have freestanding towers like the Stratosphere that are observation towers. Another classification would be Radio broadcast towers. They're generally taller than everything else in town. Freestanding towers like the Stratosphere. Actual hotel towers, buildings and office towers. They're all different. So they're all different. All right. We should probably go and do trading card bingo, and trading card. The way the promenade is always packed, and that doesn't look packed. It's not packed, but you know, a famous YouTuber said Vegas is totally fine. So I mean, like you guys just use your eyes, man. Just use your eyes, use your brain. I'm not here to tell you otherwise. My thing is, I want you to say 7 magic words. I never thought of it that way. Give me a list of interesting trivia questions that a 7th grader should know if they went to school in the United States of America. All right, now we're asking Gemini. Fuck, they're not gonna know this. Are you serious? Gemini is out of its mind. The preamble to the United States Constitution begins with what 3 famous words? We the people. They're not gonna know that. Who's the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence? John Hancock. They're not gonna know that. Which U.S. president issued the Emancipation Proclamation? Abraham Lincoln. They're not gonna know that. Gosh. Are you kidding? Nobody's going to know these questions. You must be on your out of your mind or on crack. Let's see what it says.
I completely understand your frustration and apologize if those questions seem too difficult. You're right. What a 7th grader should know can vary widely depending on their curriculum.
It's like, you're right, people are really stupid. They're not going to know anybody. I love it. Okay, we got to get a set of new questions because those were too hard. Okay, what is the number of stripes on the flag? 13. Who's the father of our country? George Washington. What historical document was adopted on July 4, 1776? Declaration of Independence. What was the shot? In what war did the famous shot heard around the world take place? Where did it happen? Boston, Massachusetts. I don't know. Nobody's going to know these things. Which U.S. state is known as the Sunshine State? That's a good one. What is the tallest mountain? Oh, man. Look at this. Gemini is anti-Trump. It says it's Denali. It's actually Mount McKinley. They renamed it again. I don't even want to do trading card or playing card stuff because they never know the questions. They don't get it. And it's really loud, so I don't think I'm going to do it. So we'll skip it today. Oh, that's a good question. What U.S. president has his name on the Las Vegas Strip? I like that. Okay, we'll ask that one. That's a good one. What's another one we can ask? I like that question. It's all good. No, the first question is really good. What U.S. president has his name on the Las Vegas Strip Hotel? That's a good one. This guy's singing though, it's really loud. No one will know that? Somebody will. You miss Pence, huh? Good American? He's a good Christian guy.
I just like that song a lot. Do you save your soul?
It's really dead out here. Usually this is all, but it's not. But there is a lot of people eating out here. But Pomeranians. I love your dogs. It's okay, I didn't steal your soul or nothing. You're fine, honey. She's like, no, don't show my face. Those are Pomeranians. My Ukrainian grandma had Pomeranians. Those were her little babies. More than her kids, actually. It's kind of not good. Pomeranians. Look at the retail, dead retail. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not smart. Was this not the Harley Davidson store literally a week ago? Somebody help me out. Wasn't this the Harley Davidson store? Were we not in that store a week ago? So now we got Emmett's closing down in front of the fashion show mall. We got that other place, which I named wrong. What was it called? It wasn't Sushi Raw? Whatever it was. They closed down. And the jacket's gone. And I said last week, when we were going in there, I said the Harley brand is struggling brand right now. And look how right I was. Because the Harley store closed. Also, the Razor store, right there, that's this store here was the Razor store. That closed. And Razor is a very high-end gaming equipment. They sell $150 computer mouse. I have a $150 computer mouse. What? Am I crazy? I have a $150 computer mouse. Tell me I'm a stupid idiot, right? But it's an MX Master 3 for the Mac, and I do nothing but use my computer. But they sold them for gamers, and they sold $4,000 laptops and stuff like that. So they're closed. Harley closed. Emeralds, I keep calling it Emeralds. It's not Emeralds. That place is open. Emmett's closed. The sushi place closed. And if you walk through the fashion show mall right now, yeah, I mean, I use my computer mouse to make my life. I have a keyboard I bought at a pawn shop. It's an old Mac Pro keyboard for $40. Harley is the Ford of motorcycles. I can't believe the Harley store closed, dog. That's insane. We were there a week ago. Some things were on clearance, but it's normal to have clearance items in a store. I don't know. The new business is scamming restaurant investors. Well, they got Ty Lopez for a Ponzi scheme the US government did. I'm getting a cheap massage. Oh, my wife is here. Hi, wifey. How are you? Money Tree Karen Advisor is my wife. There's no sharper image in Vegas. The brand lives on e-commerce, so you can buy cheap massagers and stuff like that. Let's go down further. I'm feeling some energy. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna keep walking to try to burn off the B vitamin I took earlier. So let's keep walking, and we'll do a little longer stream today. Harley backpedaled on their wokeness though, so I don't know if that's what it is. Spencer's Gifts. Grifts. Emmett's was going to fail because no one cares. I don't know. I think if Emmett's wasn't on Las Vegas Boulevard, like on the strip, he probably would have done better. But he also opened during COVID recovery time, and I don't know, man. I mean, I'm sure Tom Brady. Well, see, that's going to be interesting because Brady has his Hall of Excellence. I have to say it that way. The Hall of Excellence at the Fontainebleau, and it's like a lot of money to go to that thing. Like, look, Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville didn't reopen. Oh, sorry. So this place is still closed. True or false? There's a Harley store at the link. False now? False now? What am I shocked about? I'm shocked that we're still down. I'll make a video on Wednesday about it, so subscribe to the channel. We're still down on our stats. They just came out. I'm not telling you much. You have to watch my video on Wednesday. I'm gonna come out and film a video. But we're still down, bro. Like, I'm gonna do a video on Wednesday, so subscribe to the channel to watch that video. I upload them on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. We're gonna cover how August everything is down, down, down. Down, down, down. Those are the aggressive girls. You can't take their picture, capture their souls on camera. Why does this look like a Tuesday? I don't know. It's not down 12. It's down less than it was, but still down. This is the Shibuya crossing. We gotta go this way, actually. Boom, boom, boom. You can walk across the street. You don't have to walk this way. It's the only way in Vegas where you can cross diagonally. Tuesday in Coney Island. My wife and I used to love going to Vegas. It used to be a blast. It's still a blast if you can afford it. Vegas is for rich people now, though. Vegas is for the wealthy. Take a picture, it's free, but you have to put up a tip. No, you don't have to give them a tip. You should, but you don't have to. Oh yes, no, Jack, I'll tell you. So it's down 6.9%. Gaming revenues are up 5 point. Jack, I already said this stuff earlier on in the video, but I'm gonna bury the lead till Wednesday because it's gonna be on the news anyways. But I'm gonna do my analysis of it. My analysis is different. So, you know, and I'm the only one telling you this. We have a big famous YouTube channel telling you that it's just business as usual right now, and I don't know what's up with that. A little birdie told me that some of these channels, and I don't know if it's true, but a little birdie told me that some of these channels are getting money from casinos to talk up the city and tell you that it's just a great value. And I find that, if that is true, and I don't know if it's true, I find that to be disingenuous. And so what I do is I don't, you know, I've had crypto companies that I don't trust come to me recently. I've had Chinese gaming platforms come to me recently. I've had Opera browser. Listen to me carefully. I don't use Opera browser. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't use it, but I believe Opera is owned by a Chinese company, and I won't do business and give all my private data and log in to a company that has anything to do with the CCP. Okay, they offered me money. I've had Morgan & Morgan offer me money. There's a big law firm, and you know what? I turned every single one of them down, and I made my own course, my own thing, so I can teach you a skill on a thing that I built. So when people get mad at me for doing that, I'm like, bro, what do you want me to do? I could tell you about all these things, and they pay me money, but that's not my product, and I don't know how your customer service is going to treat you. So that's what I'm looking at it. I just read Zero Hedge headlines like every other YouTuber, and Get El Cortez stake you to play. That comment is funny. Just read Zero Hedge like every other YouTuber and get El Cortez to stake you to play rigged. I don't know that the El Cortez does that, bro. Look, the last time I said something like that, somebody clipped my video and made it look like I was saying it. Like they literally just did like the old, what's that show back in the day? Inside Edition, you know? Like they take your words and they clip them up and make you sound like you're saying the wrong thing. And it's like, whatever. I've never seen any birdies in Vegas. There are birds. There are no penguins at the Flamingo. That never happened. None ya business. That's not the case. There are no penguins at the Flamingo. There are flamingos and cranes and stuff like that. Why is Harley Davidson in trouble? They have an aging brand. They have an aging brand, and they didn't position themselves in the market to try to market themselves to younger people. Vegas is marketing itself to younger people right now. Vegas would rather have a TikTok influencer with 10 million followers come to Vegas and play slots than you, frankly. That's it. So Harley didn't keep up with that, and you know, BMW and other little crotch rocket companies like Suzuki and stuff like that came in and offered an affordable product. I think you can buy an Indian motorcycle here in town brand new for $8,000. $8,000. A Harley Davidson is going to set you back $26,000. So you got a product that's more expensive. And you know, Harley's made in the USA. That's fantastic. But does a person who's price conscious? So Harley needed to do what Porsche and Sony did a long time ago. And what Porsche did was they made the Porsche for the $90,000 person who can afford the Porsche. And then they made a cheaper Porsche. And then now BMW, Mercedes-Benz, they all do it, where they make an entry-level thing that you can have to say you have that brand. And then they make an expensive thing. Even Apple does this. Apple makes an entry-level iPhone. They make an iPhone 17 Pro Max. I buy the $1,500 iPhone, but you can buy a $799 iPhone, right? So, but Harley didn't do that, you know. And so now Harley has closed their retail store, their retail presence on the Las Vegas Strip. But there's a couple of big Harley stores in Vegas. There's one in Red Rock,
cut off that much of it.
called Harley Davidson Red Rock. There's one on East Sahara, which is closer to the Strip that you can get to on Maryland Parkway. And then there's also the Harley Davidson store downtown, which used to be the White Castle, used to be Harley, and then they moved it into a little space in between. Therein lies the problem with trade wars. Consumers don't benefit from global competition. I don't think trade wars have anything to do with Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson's always been made in the USA. The volcano was taken down. I can smell that. I can smell that video, Horrible Past Memories. Vegas is like your high school first, so amazingly mind-blowing until you meet more. What are other folks? I don't know. Did I say other folks? I have no idea what you're talking about. Why do the homeless disappear during F1 week? Oh, gentrification. They get rid of them. They come down and they check warrants and put people in prison if they have outstanding bench warrants, or they move them to a different area because F1 doesn't want it to look nasty. No, they actually get them out of the tunnels, Art Vandelay. They actually go in and they actually get them out of the tunnels for F1. They do the exact opposite of what you're saying. Decon, have you ever been to the Pinball Hall of Fame? I don't go there anymore. I love Mr. Arnold. Tom. Is it Tom Arnold? Not Tom Arnold. What's his name? Tim Arnold. I love Tim. Tim's a super nice guy. You think I'm on the spectrum? He's on the spectrum 1,000 times harder, I think. But his wife, man, I went in there one day and she started, without provocation, she just started going on and on about Elon Musk and Donald Trump and how it's horrible. And I'm like, whoa, dude, no. I'm not staring at my X feed. Leave me alone. So I haven't been back since. But you should go. Just don't talk to the owner's wife because she might introduce politics into your life and you may not be looking for that. Pinball Hall of Fame is an excellent place. Super good value. The machines all take quarters. Tons of retro arcade games. Go to the Pinball Hall of Fame. You'll love it. It's just not for me. Not right now. Not right now. And they have some really nasty reviews online because it's like the, no fun. Whoa, $10 from Mr. P on our PayPal. Thank you, Mr. P. I'm sorry I called you a loser. The other YouTubers who just read Zero Hedge and film at where casino. Oh, listen, Matt, I gotta get rid of you, bro. I don't know what you're doing here. You're talking like nobody else is selling courses, so I guess you're gone. There you go. Matt, I'm gonna pray for you, brother. I love you. Thanks for checking out my streams. Playing in Vegas, visit Vegas next Friday from Asia. Can a $100,000 bankroll be treated well? Dude, you're gonna have a great time with that money. Enjoy yourself, brother. Welcome from Asia. Sphere is great, I love it, but it does not create excitement on the Strip like the volcano. Yeah, it's because it's paywalled, bro. You gotta pay $150 minimum to go to a show. And if they paywall it that hardcore, it is what it is. It's gonna cost you money, then people are gonna be like, looking at it, staring at it, can't afford it. Try to get a Zooks from the Mob Museum, says it's coverage area. Yeah, I had the same problem on the app. It's a joke. Zooks is not ready yet. TLDR signed up for the course and sent you an email. Oh, thank you so much, TLDR, bro. Boom, he got into my trading course, baby. 90% off. We sold out of the trading course today. I'm sorry you guys missed out. If you're watching this on a replay and you missed out, send me an email. I'll put up on the screen for a few seconds. Maybe I could get you in with an email code that I had. We asked people to email us. We got 520 emails. Not everybody used their codes, so I might be able to recycle one of those. So send me an email if you guys are still interested. I'll see if I can get you the same price. Boom, 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 boom. Should be shoulder to shoulder. I mean, sure. I mean, they're building this big day club out here. Well, I mean, if you missed out, yeah, we sold out all 10 spots tonight pretty relatively snappily. So email's gone now. Stayed at Caesars 3 years ago, and this part was shoulder to shoulder. What's up there, JG? Dogs need walking. Go walk the dogs, baby. That's a yo-yo. You mean you're gonna go do yo-yo tricks, right? Gonna walk the dog yo-yo trick? Oh, you mean you have actual dogs? Oh, dogs. Dogs. I like dogs. Tomorrow we're gonna have a high of 81. Oh, so I'm gonna go on my scooter. I'm gonna look at yard sales so I can buy other people's crap that they don't want anymore. It's gonna be so good. My wife and I have this joke. We're gonna put a vanity plate on our car. It says, I'm an inconsiderate a-hole when I see yard sales. Like, I stop for blankety blanks. Like, can we please check out the new fall conservatory? Maybe tomorrow night. Maybe not tonight. Maybe not tonight. Fingernails are pretty. Fingernails are good. Seems that all. Carlos and Charlie's, where are they? Oh, they're in the Flamingo. Be much cooler in November, yes. Oh, everything is China made. Skilo, of course it's China made, bro. I never told you I only buy American. For reals. I don't tell you that. I only buy American. Dude, you can't, you go to the store to buy ginger root. Ginger root and garlic. Did you guys know most of the garlic in your store is made in China? You didn't know that. Yeah, go look it next time. I swear to you. You go to any commercial grocery store, go look at the country of origin on those little mesh white bags of garlic. It's Chinese, bro. Chinese grows more garlic than you know. Like, I ain't no, Mama didn't raise no fools. Mama didn't raise me the way I like, but that don't matter because I ain't no fool. She did that good. Everything's made in China. What is this? 70? What is going on? Somebody said something maybe really prophetic. Oh, Carlos and Charlie, 75 people. I thought there was like a crime or something. Yeah, it's 3500 block. It's across the street. People are buying big ticket items from China or models of custom homes. They've come a long way. They're not going to kick you out for a recording. I don't know, maybe. It depends. Depends. The rules are you're not supposed to film in here. I don't really care. China. That's it, folks. Your garlic comes from China. All the garlic comes from China. No more garlic farmers in America. I'm going to bring them back. We're bringing back the garlic. It's going to be great. You'll see. It's going to be good. American-made garlic. It's more garlicky for you. Right? Right. There you go. So the January 6 people who assaulted police officers get pardoned. No. I think if they actually assaulted police officers, they should be in prison. Of course. Absolutely. However, it's dubious at best and they didn't get due process, and that's the main problem. You see, let's say you get picked up for a crime, all right? DUI, all right? DUI. Now, to do a DUI test, they have to actually ask for the permission to give you a DUI test. So what they have to do is they have to like officially say, we need to investigate you for DUI. And then it's a record made, right? What they can't do is they can't bring you into the station and give you a DUI breathalyzer or a blood test several hours later if that's not what they initially brought you in for. And Henry Ruggs III, the Raiders player that's in prison right now, that's exactly what happened to him. So Henry Ruggs III was pulled over several years ago. Wasn't pulled over, sorry. He ran his car at 170 miles an hour or something, a ridiculous speed into the back of a lady, killed her and her dog. And when the cops showed up, it was obvious that he wasn't just a little over the legal limit, he didn't even know what planet he was on. But the cops didn't want to give him a DUI test on the spot. So they brought him into the station for the fatal traffic accident, and they gave him a DUI test afterwards. And so the reason why Henry Ruggs III is only going to serve about 8 years in prison and might still have a football career when he gets out and make $10 million a year is because the police didn't do what was called due process. The due process was to get the proper paperwork to do a DUI test on him when they stopped him, but they didn't. So our district attorney said, we copped a plea deal, he's going to get 8 to 10 years in prison for the vehicular homicide. but we can't do anything with the DUI because if we try to charge the DUI case, the entire case will be thrown out in court due to a lack of due process, right? So what happened with a lot of the January 6 people was they ended up going to prison with evidence that should have been given to their attorneys during discovery to get them out of prison that wasn't presented to them because the Congress, which was controlled by Democrats at the time, they withheld evidence for a very long time, video evidence that would have exonerated these people. Instead, some of these people stayed in prison for 2 years with that evidence being withheld by the federal government. So then Trump gets in, and this evidence goes to a guy named Tucker Carlson, and he starts showing it on Fox News. Maybe not coincidentally, a few weeks later, he gets kicked off of Fox News for showing this evidence. Anyways, the evidence showed that a lot of these people didn't assault police officers, and they didn't destroy things, but they were just arrested for simply being on the Capitol on January 6th. So these people spent, in some cases, 2 years in prison without the ability to have their legal team get the evidence that they needed to show the judge that would have gotten them out of prison because it was held by Congress. So if somebody assaults a police officer, they should go to jail. If somebody was standing on the grounds on January 6th and they were geo-targeted by the federal government through their cell phone carrier and put in prison and arrested afterwards with evidence withheld, they should be let off. That's it. Right, Tommy's like, they should all still be in prison. No, it's not imagination. It's not. I just gave you facts, and the facts are proven facts, and every single thing is proven facts. You can go look it up. Congress withheld video evidence. All of the footage of J6 was withheld for years. It was withheld, and it wasn't given to the attorneys when they requested it. And that's something you have in the courts called discovery. And in discovery, what happens is both sides get to see the other side's cards. So discovery is like a card game where you get to see what hand the other side is holding, and then you get to decide how you're going to fight for your side's case. But anyways, that's fine. Listen, if you believe that stuff, I still love you. You're still a child of God, and I still believe in you to be an awesome person. We just don't see the same on that, and that's how I look at it as a conservative. And I'm happy to bring it up. That's my feelings, and my feelings are my feelings, and yours are yours, and we're still awesome people that can be friends. They're real glittery over there. Yeah, see, John B and me, we could still go hang out and talk about sports and stuff. He's like, you're wrong, but that's your prerogative. And I look at John B, I'm like, you're wrong, but that's your prerogative. But it don't mean we hate each other. That's what's so great about this channel. I don't hate any of you guys if you disagree with me. I'd be like, hey, if you ever want to talk more, the door's open, brother. Michael just started the chorus. Cool. I like this Adele remix. This is Adele if you gave her meth on the strip. She would sing this fast. There's a lot of people down here. I love to see this. This fills my heart with joy and hope and promise. My brain, so you guys may not know this about me, but Dan is like, where's the speed? He's talking about me and how fast I'm talking. I don't know anything about Operation Charlie Kirk. Sorry, I can't comment on stuff I don't know about. My brain works differently, and it's a blessing and it's a curse, and it's like my superpower, and I can just talk like this to you guys, so it is what it is. Well, there's NLV and there's everybody else. Nobody's else is kicked out of casinos faster. Yeah, I talk too loud in the casinos. How much is the course with the discount vid swaps? Well, when it's active, which it's not right now because we burned all through them, it's $199. $199, and it's like when it's full price, it's $2,000. Yeah, copyright strikes are big. If you guys are interested in the course, go and send me an email. I think I have some email codes. We sent out 520 emails to people that responded before the course was launched, and we gave them the same early bird opportunity. So I'll put that up on the screen for a few seconds while we watch the wheels go round and round like John Lennon. And if you're interested, send me an email. I think I can get you guys in. Not for sure, but we'll see what I can do. So there you go. But by the way, Miss J, Mr. R, Mr. F, Mr. G, Mr. R, Mr. J, Mr. R, Mr. N, Mr. R, and Mr. A, and Mr. G all took part in that today. So thank you guys so much. So send me an email. Email's gone off the screen now. Goodbye. Bye-bye. You think Hell's Kitchen is overrated? I don't know. Maybe. I never eaten there. Hell's Kitchen was right next door to my hotel in Venice, Italy. Visit San Francisco. I will not go to San Francisco. Sorry. I see a lot of on-the-ground video out of Cali, and I pray for California to get better. Get better. The strip is closed off in front of the Bellagio? Let's go investigate that. We might as well. Ooh, hipsters. It's not, there's no reason for these misters to be on, and it's so much mist that it's actually causing the ground to be wet. They're doing the F1 prep, huh? That's a bummer. Best Chinese food for us is actually Pearl Walk to Go, which is all the way over on Charleston and Durango, Fort Apache. I don't know. It's in Summerlin. We love Pearl Walk to Go. It's the same family's owned it for about 40 years. Really good Chinese food. It's just takeout. It's like they have one table in there you sit at while they give you the food. They give you the food and they're like, you go now, leave. Like, okay, cool, whatever. But they have really good beef with the broccoli. Oh my gosh, Steven is so racist because he sounded like that. Whatever, shut up. The least racist person you'll meet. Used to be a riot in Forever 21 every day. Now all the stores closed down. Forever 21. You know, Forever 21, they signed their own epitaph. They signed their own death warrant. My wife bought a pair of flip-flops or shoes on Shine or Sheen. We don't support that stuff anymore. I didn't know who I was buying from. It's all that Chinese e-commerce. Anyway, we had to return them, and the return was done at Forever 21. And I'm like, you're shooting yourself in the head right now because Forever 21, you compete against Sheen. So I know the idea here is that we'll drive people into the store to do the return for the online Chinese e-commerce website. But it's like, no, don't partner up with your enemy. It's not a good idea. Yeah, F1 is not the success they wanted it to be out here. Pearl Walk to Go. Pearl Walk to Go. Super good day. Super good day. Super good what? Can I speak slower? Not really, Tony. I'm sorry, brother. What is Aloe Kahogi posting up pictures of? Oh, Aloe, stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it, Arian. I love my Indian connection, bro. Mr. Chaudhry, you need to stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Be chill, man. Whoa, Mr. E from my man from Switzerland. Good evening, long time, my friend. $50 dues. I used to go to the wharf in San Fran. Crab was $1. Ugh. It's okay. He's an Indian dude. He was posting potatoes. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you so much, Mr. Eric. What do the casino gaming areas look like? I assume Friday night. Let's go look at the Bellagio. My camera's not a potato. It's an iPhone 17, brother. Don't get much better than that. The phone was way overpriced and casinos charge an arm and a leg. Resort fee, parking fee. Sure. Mr. McCaw's here. How come you talk like a Warner Brothers cartoon? I don't know. How come you watch my stream? I don't know. Why does it bother you? What's the best walk-in seafood? Walk-in seafood? I don't even know what that is. Like, you mean a place where you don't have to wait? The wife likes water grill. I can't do seafood mostly because I die from asphyxiation. You know, not like you know, you like the sexual kind. What the hell am I even saying? I die from asphyxiation. I have a seafood shellfish allergy. I can eat fish, but not shellfish. So, but she likes the water grill at Caesars. We did a review of water grill. You can type in "not leaving Las Vegas water grill review" and you'll see us. It's from years ago. Looks like shit. Recorded on a camera that was a potato at the time, but it'll give you an idea of it. Off the strip down Flamingo Road next to the Target, really good seafood place. I'm still searching for good sushi on the strip. There's a nice hand roll. What about, they have the, oh no, they don't have the sushi place. They closed it. Yeah, down the strip. No, is it? Is there a sushi place up on the Planet Hollywood? Maybe. What's the name of the Chinese place? Pearl Walk to Go. Let me just here. Let me find the link to it. I'll post it up. And I miss you like the devil miss the rain. Pearl Walk to Go. I'll post the link in the chats. Hold on. We really like this place. It's one of our faves. Oh, they actually have an official website. It's a really, like, their family is super hardworking, bro. They're so nice. Such nice people. Little place. It's like, order your food, leave. Go eat it at home or eat it in the car. What is Big Stan? Never seen Big Stan, bro. Contain. Yeah, Dr. Rock down. I like Dr. Rock. He's a Filipino Canadian. I talked to him once. Off stream. He's a cool guy. He's in my phone. I should text him and see if, I don't know. Why would I do that? Nobody cares. But he's from the Philippines. He moved to Manitoba, Canada. And he gets mistaken for Métis, M-E-T-I-S. Métis is a, I don't know if you want to call them Native American Indian group. Canadians call them First Nations of Canada or Aboriginals. So the Métis is in near Red River in Manitoba, Canada. They have a lot of lands out there and stuff like that. So he said he moved out there. He's a performer on Fremont Street, this guy, Dr. Rock. And he moved out there and everybody thought he was a native Aboriginal Canadian guy because he's got that Filipino kind of skin. It's funny, huh? I heard Reno is not all like Vegas. Yeah, Reno is not like Vegas. I mean, you go to Reno, there's some casinos. I mean, it's like Vegas in the sense that, you know, there's like little regional places you can go to. I think the Peppermill still has a hotel out there. I think Circus closed years ago. Harrah's closed. They left the market. But most people, if you're going to go there, why would you go to Reno? You just drive over the hill, go to Lake Tahoe, to the Nevada side, to a little town called State Line, Nevada. State Line, Nevada. Literally, okay, so 1% smarter time, okay? So 1% smarter time. I want you guys to think about something here. Lake Tahoe. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, fine. See where you've been. Oh my God, I hate you, Maps. You're terrible. Lake Tahoe. So I'll show you something and then you won't be able to unsee it. So 1% smarter time for you guys. If you take a look at Lake Tahoe, you'll see a line drawn down the middle of it like that. That line is the state boundary between South Lake Tahoe and State Line, Nevada. So casinos are illegal. And then if you go to Kings Beach on the north end, there's actually a casino up here in Kings Beach where that line goes through the town. One half of Crystal Bay Casino, see? And there's a casino that borders that. But here's the 1% smarter time. I'll show you. Because the way North America works is really interesting. So here's Lake Michigan. See how there's a line in between Lake Michigan? There's actually a line through all the Great Lakes. Because borders of countries and states and provinces tend to split up the water 50-50. So that's why part of Lake Tahoe's on one side and South Lake Tahoe's over here. And Lake Tahoe has got a border. And that's the same for, like I said, most big bodies of water because the resources get shared. Buy the Powerball, I'm going to come to Vegas to buy a burger and fries. Haha. Yeah, Lake Mead, exactly right. Yeah, Lake Mead is borders Arizona and Nevada. Good catch there, Stevie H. Also, the Colorado River in many spots borders Arizona. I mean, like the Niagara River borders Niagara Falls, Ontario, and Niagara Falls, New York. and the international boundary goes in between. Does Steven know about the ostrich crisis in Canada? Why did I see this somewhere? Ostriches. Most people I know are ostriches. They just stick their head in the sand and pretend everything is great. Everything is great. The orange guy told me it's fine. I don't care that my car insurance is up to $400 a month and my utility bill is soaring because I have to fund the crypto thing. Bullhead City is freaking awesome, bro. The Caesars doesn't have any casinos in Bullhead. They have them across the water in Laughlin. Laughlin's killer. They're killing it down there in Laughlin. They're gonna cull ostriches in British Columbia. Well, the good news is ostrich jerky and ostrich steaks are a thing. They also film, Godfather House. They also film Bonanza up near Lake Tahoe. I've been following the ostrich situation for last year. The Detroit River, there you go. I just watched this true crime doc about the janitor who stole $38 million in chips from the wind. Tahoe State Line for the chill atmosphere. Reno Sparks for the city life. Looks like a casino is popping. Not really, but okay. I mean, there's people in here. That's good. There's a big old line. See, here's what it is, right? There was this YouTuber. He does live streams. He posted a short. He's like, Vegas is busy, because what he did was he went here. There's a 1,000-person theater here for the O Show. And the O Show, this is the line for the O Show. But it's Friday night in Vegas. So he came out when the O Show was letting out, and he put himself right here in front of the Cirque du Soleil sign and put his camera like this. And he said, everybody's telling you Vegas is dead. Look at this massive crowd. Bruh, it was people coming out of the theater. 1,000 people going in one line. It doesn't mean anything. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Steven is getting loopy from all the high content O2 in the casino. No, I just had a shift in my life. Prayers answered, meditations working, I don't know. Just in a better mood, I guess. Will I ever leave Vegas? Someday. Everybody leaves, man. It's not up to me, it's God's plan. Zephyr Cove is nice, dude. I like Lake Tahoe a whole lot. I wish that when we went there, it wasn't such a foobar. And then that means effed up beyond all repair, right? Or is it relief? What is it again? Because you guys military, all you guys cool military guys that are braver than me, y'all corrected me. What about NLV? Does it get changed? No, NLV can stand for No Lies Lux Veritas. No Lies Lux Veritas. NLLV, No Lies Lux Veritas. No lies, the light and the truth. How do you like them apples? Ugh, now I'm starting to feel the dip. I'm gonna go home and eat my cheese quesadilla wraps. You're a wealthy man, you go anywhere you want. This time to go is from Minimay. Does Vegas still have that topless beach club? I think so. Any non-smoking areas in Bellagio? No, not really. The restaurants, actually, that's a lie. All the restaurants that aren't bars are non-smoking. Bellagio is pretty pumping right now. I'm glad to see it. John keeps asking me if I'm on meds or pharmaceuticals. Bruh, every day I have some kind of energy drink, and I actually measure my caffeine with an app called H Coffee. And I take B vitamins and DLPA or L-tyrosine. Those are amino acids that are already made in your brain, and if you supplement them, they can get your energy pepped up. But on the live stream, I just try to talk and try to have a stream of consciousness that's interesting to you guys. Yeah, no, the Monster Energy drinks are dusted with amino acids and B vitamins. I switched over to the, I have something called Ghost Burn, and I did half a dose today, and it's like, pew! Really good, really clean energy, good boosted mood. Is there more winners than losers? There's always more losers, bro. The Crystal Palaces weren't built on winners. They weren't built on winners, that's for certain. You can't film inside casinos in Macau, only outside. Well, technically here it's the exact same thing, but nobody's saying anything to me. I'm a small little cog. If you come in here, like, let's say it's Sunday morning, this casino floor is dead. And if I was a disingenuous guy, I would come out here on Sunday morning and I'd be like, wow, look how dead the casino is. But Sundays I'm filming videos for Monday and editing them. And if I came out here on a Sunday morning, they would spot me and zero in on me. Be like a homing missile off of an F-14 fighter jet. Boom, you get out. So the laws here are also the same. They tolerate it because they know that it's a way of the world right now. That's it. What's parking cost for Friday? Parking is always the same. It's like $40 all day, $20 for the first few hours, then $25. I can't remember, to be specific. I never pay for parking because if I do drive to the Strip, I just use the locals trick where you scan a Nevada ID and it gives you your parking for no charge. I'm gobsmacked that Steve will not visit San Francisco. There is everything active boycott against Vegas at the moment. It's busy. Hermes. I'm playing Hades 2 on Nintendo Switch 2. Hermes is a god in Greek. I didn't know. But it's in the game, so I learned something from my video games. Not going there. We're going to go there tomorrow night. So come back to the channel tomorrow for a deeper dive and an exploration of the Bellagio. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Kurt M, I don't really care about what you're saying, and I understand it is what it is. I get kicked out of casinos. I wear it like a badge of honor, bro. Groucho Marx said I would never be part of a club that would have me as a member, so there's that. You don't know who Groucho Marx is, I'm sure of it, which is fine. God bless you. God bless your little heart. Bellagio's latest scenery. Yeah, we're going to see it tomorrow. I am pushing the envelope. Slot machines are depressing and slot machines are exciting. Dopamine hits. But Kurt, you're straddling a line right now where it's almost like you're trying to lob tiny little insults at me. And I don't know if that's the case, but I'm starting to feel like it. So just keep that in mind. If one day you can't chat for some reason, it's because I feel like you're here more to insult me than to have some fun little jabs at me, okay? I'm hoping you sure want the flower set up for seasonal. Dukes of Hazzard also has an Uncle Jesse. Wow. They almost needed a lawyer. Abogados, abogados, abogados. 555, abogados. Love the Donkey Show posters. The Donkey Show posters. We ain't in TJ, bro. I don't got no donkey shows. Steve has 150 IQ. I don't have a... Dude, my IQ is 95 to 100 at best. But they can't name a car General Lee in the TV show. The General Lee, I mean, that whole shit's racist, bro. I'm just telling you. Them Duke boys are getting in trouble again, putting the Confederate flag on everything. I mean, like, I'm not a woke son of a bitch, but that is offensive to people. Like, I'm not a stupid person either. Steve, treat others as you wish to be treated. Treat thy neighbor. Oh, I love it when people like Eugene start in with the scripture. Yeah, you gotta prove. Yeah, you're better Christian than me, Eugene. You're right, bro. You know what turn the other cheek means. You don't know shit about that. You don't know anything. Christians? Dude, put on the armor of Christ, bro. Christians were literally slaughtered. Oh, you don't understand anything. Donkey shows from Vlogger. Oh no, donkey shows are from TJ, bro. No, Alex, in our hemisphere, donkey shows are from Tijuana. It's where a donkey has sexual relations with a woman. I think it's mostly an urban legend and it doesn't happen. So it's incredibly busy right now because, holy smokes, they have the entire freaking scaffolding in front of the Bellagio. So the reason why there's so many people here, it's not because, oh my gosh, Vegas is packed. It's because you literally can't stand in front of the Bellagio for the next 3 months. So if you're coming here the next 3 months, you are not getting the best view of the Bellagio. It is just what it is. When people start beating you with Bibles, mention the Pharisees preaching at town squares. Don't listen to the Pharisees, for they practice not what they preach. There's some scripture, and I don't even know scripture, man. What kind of Christian doesn't know scripture? The kind that lives it and doesn't have to rattle it off like an Asperger's kid. Stay at the Bellagio, I'm still getting a great view. That's true, John. Oh, Robert, some people are excellent at scripture, man. Charlie Kirk was great at that stuff, and who else is good at that stuff? I like Frank Turek. He's one of my favorite guys. Nabil, I can't remember his last name. He was a Muslim that converted. Oh man, what is the other one? The Apologetics Roadshow. He's got the most, oh my gosh. Listen, if anybody here want to hear like the most insane thing in the world, I'm gonna post this up here. I'm gonna post this up. You don't have to watch it. Don't click on this if religion offends you, if Christianity offends you, if God offends you. Apologetics Roadshow. You can't play this in front of kids, okay? I want you guys, if you have an open mind and you want to see something that convinced me and really moved my heart, I'm just gonna copy and paste this link here, and you can watch this later. You can watch it now. David Wood, thank you so much. You got to listen to this. This thing here, bone chilling. Some of the most bone chilling Christian testimony you'll hear, completely unfiltered, completely off the rails. This man was so backwards on a pathway to mass murder, and oh my gosh. I posted the link twice. Ray Comfort's good too. The problem I have with Ray Comfort, Eugene, is that every single time he does a video, he's doing clout chasing. He's a very smart marketer. So he'd be like, you can't believe what Elon Musk just said about Jesus. And yes, Elon Musk said something for 10 seconds in the video. Then it's him in Huntington Beach doing his cool witnessing. And I like his witnessing, and I think it's great. And he uses the whole, you know, have you ever stolen anything, if ever small? Have you ever looked at a woman in lust? Have you ever told a lie? Oh, so you're telling me that you're a lying, thieving fornicator. Okay, if you died today, blah, blah, blah. Great. I think it's fantastic. Really gets people to think about stuff. I would just wish he would put up varied content, because I think he's so good and smart. And I have his book. I have one of his books that I found at a Costco or a Sam's Club. It was good stuff. Everybody's a sinner, bro. How many Christians actually read the 4 Gospels? Not enough, but yeah, I'm not here to judge them. Peter Thiel is holding a private conference on the Antichrist. That's weird. The Old Testament gave some weird stuff. The Old Testament was more like a survival guide for Jews, for the Israelis, the Jews that became the Israelis. So yes, the Old Testament has a lot of things, like in Deuteronomy, there's a whole bunch of gnarly stuff in there about if your brother's wife dies, then you have to marry the wife, and talking about how to treat slaves. But what you need to understand about those days was that slaves were part of the family, and they were actually taken care of and taken into the family because they had nowhere else to be. I'm not saying it was right, but it wasn't the slavery we know nowadays. Yeah, there's some really gnarly stuff in there. And then what people who are anti-God will do is start to talk to you about that stuff. Like, well, what about this part of the Bible? I'm like, well, Jesus gave the Sermon on the Mount and give the 10 Commandments to the people, and it nullified most of that stuff. But they don't want to listen to you, so it's an argument that you shouldn't even have. Many people quote the Bible to justify anything they want. I agree. Go read Judges, man. Go read Judges. Go read the story of a king who was scared to death and fled his kingdom, only to end up in the house of a Jew who took him in knowing full well who he was and plotted to murder and kill him in the name of God. That's in Judges. It's a real thing. It's in the Bible. Holy cow. There's some serious stuff. Anyways. Robert says, dude, slaves are slaves, beaten and killed, so what the F are you saying? What I'm saying, Robert, is that slavery is not an American thing. Slavery is actually thousands and thousands of years old. Slavery existed before America existed. For example, the Spaniards took over the Philippines in the 1500s, and they enslaved Filipino men, forced them into the Spanish galleons, and had them labor against their will all across the world. That's just one such example. And the West African slave trade existed. How do you think the slaves got here? It wasn't a bunch of white Europeans that went to West Africa and was like, hey, can we have some black people? No, slavery has existed, and it's abhorrent, and it's wrong, and it shouldn't exist. But in the biblical times, slavery was different. Wine was different. A lot of things were different in the time of the Bible. It was very different. But every nation had slaves, every single one of them. It's not a new thing. Racism isn't an American thing. It's much more bigger than you think it is, and I urge you to go and learn a little bit about it and just read about the history of it, because I think you might get a lot of contextual background that'll help you understand how human emotion works and how human beings can be horrible and greedy and terrible to one another, but how we also have a redemption arc where a man named Abraham Lincoln can sign the Emancipation Proclamation and give his life for a cause and free the slaves. You see? That's what I would say. What's up, Jay? 24-hour heart monitor. I better talk about unicorns and rainbows. This is cool. I never looked at these. Are these made out of metal? They are made out of metal. Ooh, and it's thick metal. Nice. That's so cool. Well, Robert, that's a great question. When you say slavery was this way, what you're doing is you're labeling it as a certain thing. But the reality is you're giving it the American label of the horrible, decrepit, inhuman things that happened in the American South during the 17 and 1800s. And that's not actually how slavery has been around the world. Slavery has been in many different forms around the world. And specifically, I'm talking about biblical times, which I understand it's difficult to look up and it's hard to process. And I thank you for being here and having this dialogue with me, because that's how we learn. Hello Kitty from Macho Men. Macho man. I want to be a macho man. Yeah, everybody, dude. So, I mean, like, you guys are all smart people because you're watching my channel, and I love you guys all. And I want you guys to grow and learn. And if we can grow and learn together, I think that's pretty slick, don't you know? Wow. New release for you. Motley Crue, Smoking in the Boys Room, live in Long Beach. Why does Google Music think I care about that? I don't. Really. I don't really care. You're getting dumber watching. That's okay, Joan. I appreciate you. We tried. It didn't work out. There's some good channels out there. We'll go. Maybe I can find you a channel to watch right now. I think I missed a super chat just now. Did I miss one? I don't think I did, actually. Not after all. That's okay. Sorry it didn't work out, John, brother, but I'll put you on my prayer list. This is not a TED Talk. No, I enjoy talking with you guys. You know, I do. El gato malo. El pelo, corazón. El gato es no bueno. Cilantro es cantante. Why am I singing American Dad? That is so weird, bro. Oh, my low battery mode. How do I get rid of that? There it is. The music group you thought would never sell out will reform and play in Vegas. Yeah, Professor, that's a good point. I mean, but Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace, you know, he was saying, when asked at the start of his, because he had a few TVs, like TV shows. He had no reservations, and he had another one. no boundaries, or I don't know what it was, but he at the start of his TV series career, he was quoted as saying that Vegas is the place where chefs go to die. And up until the 90s and the 2000s, it was largely true. You wouldn't have seen Guy Savoy have a restaurant in Vegas, heaven forbid. No, he is Guy Savoy. He's going to go to France and make the French restaurant. Oh, Charlie, would you like some frog's legs? But now...
This a vlog right here?
Yes.
What up, twin? What's up,
know.
vlog? Wait, you have a YouTube channel?
I do.
What is it?
Not Leaving Las Vegas?
Follow him. Not Leaving Las Vegas. Follow him.
There you go. And so then, man, that guy had minty breath. He was real close to my face. And so then towards the end of his life, Anthony Bourdain said, I was wrong. Vegas has changed. Vegas is an amazing venue for chefs, and it has quite the culinary scene. So, you know, back in the 1980s and the 70s, Vegas was indeed a place where if you had a musical career, you would go and you would watch your musical career die. And because you were trying to get a last gasp at making money. But now it's like Vegas is a headliner city, and Paul McCartney play here, and Billy Joel plays here, and the Rolling Stones play here, and Adele takes up a residency. I mean, things change, man. Yeah, I think Celine did change that, Mary. And you know, there's a funny story about Celine and AEG, a big giant company that builds buildings, and Elton John.
That's right, because grandma's not.
And the funny story is that AEG builds venues. They built the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. They helped build the T-Mobile Arena here. And they helped build the Forum at Caesar's Palace. And Celine Dion signed on for like a revenue share or something like this. Like, she wasn't taking much money, but she signed on to be a headliner. And they asked Elton John initially if he wanted to be a headliner at Caesar's about the same time Celine started her show. And Elton John was like, nope, you got to pay me a lot of money to do that. I'm Elton John. I'm Sir Elton John. And he wanted a huge payment up front, and they said no to him. And then Elton John saw the success that Celine Dion had with her show, and then he basically came back to the table and said, I'll take whatever deal you can give me. And I think it was the first one he did was called The Red Piano. And I don't know the next one. He did 2 residencies, Celine did 2, Brand New Day, and I can't remember the other 2 were. But yeah, you know, Vegas has changed a lot. There's a channel with people serving up what they would like to be their last meal. That's a plot to a TV, an animated show. Oh, that's a plot to a King of the Hill episode, I think it is. Yeah, it's a King of the Hill episode where they all like talk about what their last meal would be and they cook it.
Oh, okay.
Wayne Newton still performs. He still has a show in Vegas, I believe, on the Strip somewhere. The entertainment environment has changed from the days when Wayne Newton ruled the Strip, yeah. Yep, I mean, look, the movie industry, LA is effed, right? The movie industry is leaving Los Angeles, California. Largely leaving. COVID restrictions made it incredibly hard to film. They had to find other things. It's funny though, right? Here's why it's funny. Do you guys want to hear something funny about how Hollywood is dying now and how it actually roundabout goes to how Hollywood existed? Do you guys want to hear about that? Say yes in the chat. Do you want to become 1% smarter? Say yes in the chat for 1%. Can you say yes in the chat for 1%? Let me know. Let me know if you're interested in that. Yes, okay. So one of the reasons why Hollywood exists as a filmmaking mecca of the world is because this guy named Thomas Edison had his setup in New Jersey. So Thomas Edison was inventing all sorts of things. He invented things like recording devices for audio, and I mean, I can't name them. If I say gramophone, somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, stupid! Thomas Edison didn't invent that one." Whatever. We're just gonna say he invented audio and video recording devices. And what Thomas Edison did was he would not sell you one of those things. He would lease them out to you, and then whatever production you use them on, he would get royalties for the production. And he would send out spies that worked for him to see all around New York City and New Jersey and the East Coast of the United States whether or not people were using the Edison video movie camera. And if you were using it and you didn't pay him money to license it, he would take you to court and sue you. So people would get the cameras and they'd bring them all the way to Hollywood, California, because they were restricted geographically from, you know, using them too close to him unless they wanted to pay him a cut of everything that they did. They didn't want to do that. And plus, Hollywood had the nice sunshine and perfect weather, and you could film 365 days a year essentially in Los Angeles, California. So Hollywood was born out of the necessity to leave Thomas Edison's craziness behind. And what's funny about that is that now Hollywood is leaving Southern California. And part of that was forcing them away from Southern California during COVID, and with incredibly oppressive taxation and crazy policies. And so in a way, the movie industry was forced to the West Coast. Now they're being forced away from the West Coast. Nowadays, everybody can make a movie. Anybody can get a development deal from Netflix, it seems. Just need the right cameras. So Hollywood is in a big trouble. There's people in Hollywood that work on movie sets that are sleeping in their cars right now because they can't afford, because their production is down so much. So that's interesting, I think. Summerlin Studios will not get off the ground. It was deemed to be a bad deal for the state. Summerlin Studios is a proposed shared facility that involves Sony Pictures, and they were going to build a studio that would be able to top to bottom film entire movies. Big movies like Spider-Man sequels could be filmed at Sony Studios Summerlin. Disney was also interested. However, they wanted state money, which in most cases I would say no to. However, this would create about 8,000 to 10,000 construction jobs over the course of years, and then I think like thousands of permanent jobs. So I was like, okay, maybe we should give some of that sweet, sweet taxpayer money to a thing that's going to benefit so many people here. But then the state did a smart thing, whereas with the athletics, the ballpark, they did a stupid thing. So with the athletics ballpark, they let the Oakland Athletics own data analytics company present the case for giving money to the athletics to build the ballpark. You essentially let the prisoners run the prison in this case. So of course the information was that if you give us $340 million to build a baseball stadium, it's going to be great. You're going to make lots of money back. Well, in the case of the film studio, the state did the math and they said, this is going to lose us money. We are not going to recoup this money in a timely fashion. So the state has canceled any kind of tax breaks, which was the only reason they would come out here. Now, people argue that in Atlanta, Georgia, they have a huge movie production facility that they film things like Marvel movies, and it's good for the economy. And that's true, but it sounds like the deal out here was bad for the state. The gimbal is not dead. Why do you say the gimbal's dead? Silky smooth, baby. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Anyways. Tesla was a genius. Edison was a businessman. Nikola Tesla died poor. Poor guy. He gave us Thomas Edison direct current. Thomas Edison killed elephants at state fairs to try to disprove that Tesla was a genius. Hong Kong presents. Steven, love your streams. I'm using your trading platform. Oh, thank you so much. Hong Kong presents the what? My stupid thing doesn't tell me your whole name. Who needs Hollywood when the best scripts are written in the government? Yeah, right. The following is based on a mostly true story. Hong Kong presents the Epic Slot Channel. Thank you, brother. $10. We'll give that a like. Time for a quick scratch. Bro, come on, man. It's been 3 hours. I'm gassed. The Epic Slot Channel. Tesla died on the 22nd floor of New York Hotel. He died poor. Yeah. Tesla was in a deal with Thomas Edison, and Thomas Edison and Tesla were... So basically, direct current, DC, can kill you, and alternating current, AC, doesn't kill you. AC only fluctuates the current on and off, so it's not going to kill you if you hold it in your hand for a second, but DC would. But alternating current goes much further before it needs a substation. So if we did things Thomas Edison's way, then we'd have every 8 miles you'd see a substation for power. It would be ridiculous. The grid would look stupidly overbuilt because DC doesn't have that long of a range. But anyway, So it became Tesla versus Edison for what power standard that cities would use. And Edison put all of his money behind it, getting some cities in Pennsylvania, I think, lit up with DC stations. But he also went from state fairs and public events, showing people how dangerous Nikola Tesla's was by executing baby elephants in front of people. Oh, if you install Tesla, this is what's going to happen. It was largely bullcrap too, and I don't remember the reasons why, but that's part of the story. Well, the mall is closed, so I'm not going in there to pee. I'm trying to think about this. You're 1% smarter? Thanks, Mike. He only killed one elephant. Okay, that's fine. You're right. That's right. I guess it would be different if Jeffrey Dahmer only ate one gay man that he killed, right? Come on, dude. He killed an elephant. You're right. Only one, not plural, but right now what you're doing is called semantics. I think it's so crazy, though. You know, like, listen, you want to know something that's even more crazy? You can look this up. You're going to tell me I'm lying about this the same way I was lying about J6. Tesla's information is locked up by the government. Most of his documents on things that could have potentially created endless amounts of power for the entire world are locked up under lock and key, guarded by the federal government. Nobody knows what's in those documents. But there was this idea that he was working on things that would give us just endless power from the atmosphere. And the government has used some of his experiments. The government has these weird weather things, and it's not like I'm not talking conspiracies. This really happens. The government shoots large amounts of energy into the ionosphere above us for various reasons. You do, check your research. But that's part of Tesla's work. El Gato, there's a lot of angry liberals, there's a lot of angry conservatives right now. I mean, everybody's a little bit angry right now. It's unfortunate, bro, but we're not going to ban the angry liberals, and unless people troll me pretty heavy, I don't want to be banning people no more. Yeah, so it's a fun rabbit hole. Just be careful, because YouTubers want to get clicks for what they make so they can make some money off that stuff too, you know, so. But yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on. I love everybody. I don't care if they're angry. I don't care, man. I'll give them all the love in the world. The angrier the person, the more love they need. The angrier the person, guys, the more love they need, bro. Because then if they can meet you and you're not a liberal, or you're not a... Maybe it's a conservative that's angry. And the liberal shows love to the conservative. Angry conservatives exist, trust me. I saw this one guy on YouTube, it was scary. Guy's got like an AR-15 and he's I'm like, how does this video exist on this platform? Like, I'm not for censorship, but this should be taken down. This guy, after Charlie Kirk's murder, he's walking around with an AR-15. He's like, the government just needs to let us fight it out. I'm like, how are you even able, what? That's crazy. That's too much. Well, that guy needs love. He's an angry conservative. Like, everybody needs love, bro. Everybody needs love. This is so cool. I love what they're doing, man. And I'm guessing they're just keeping the sign. This is going to become part of the Hard Rock. And you can see the windows that are coming up right now. This is the windows. Now this may not be the final color, because they did the same thing on the Resorts World. They kind of beta test these windows a little bit. So the guitar is looking pretty slick. Me likey. If you guys, yeah, everybody, here's what people want. 3 universal things. I want you to know this. People want to feel like you love and have love for them. People want to feel like you care about them. And people want to feel like you can help them. And you have to have those things in your heart genuinely to get ahead in life. So, I think that's true. But here's the miraculous thing about your life right now. Your life is not the same today as it was yesterday. And your life is not the same tomorrow as it is today. And you have an opportunity every day to try something new and try to change and try to make things better for yourself. The problem is we mostly blame other people. I did it for years. I still do it. It's really easy to blame others. It's really hard to point at ourselves and say that maybe I'm the reason that I'm this way.
6'7".
What's up, buddy? You could go out in Nevada because we have so much outdoor space in the middle of nowhere, and you could definitely go take a look at the stars, bro. Everything in the city is just blanketed in artificial light, but yeah, for sure, if you went outside of the city, you'd get some great views. I remember seeing the Northern Lights in Calgary, Canada in 2003 because the city instituted this program and they installed all of these LED lights, and that was a pretty wild experience. So Aurora Borealis, at this time of the year, at this time of the day, localized entirely in your kitchen. Yes. Does anybody know what I just said? Aurora Borealis. At this time of the, in this part of the world, at this time of the day, localized entirely in your kitchen. Yes. They don't have fireworks here. They have them downtown. I wish we had orbital mirrors during the summer months. Haha. It's a regional. It's from New York. Albany region. No. It was steamed hams. Steamed hams. Don't fall into that rapid troll tonight after this stream. You go into steamed hams buttets. Just type in steamed hams buttets. Steamed hams. STEAMEDHAMS. First of all, if you don't know it, you have to watch the original. It's one of the most iconic pieces of animated television ever. It's from a weird one-off episode of The Simpsons where they did like what-if-isms. So in this one character is visiting another character, and but anyway, Steamed Hams is really good. And then they made a bunch of mashups and compilations on YouTube that are just so trippy, and you'll be watching it forever. We're gonna get around here like an F1 racer. Shoot the gap. What does woke mean? Oh man, I mean woke isn't always bad. Star Trek, the original series, was woke. They had, you know, Captain Kirk making out with interracial gals, and that was good for the society, you know. Yeah. But wokeism nowadays is like where you unnecessarily cram ideas down people's throats just to make them fit. Like, there's this company called Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. All right, it's not they don't make sauce for ribs. Sweet Baby James. And they're a company that if you make video games, they will come and give you lots of money to make your video game. But they get in and they insert things that don't even belong in your game. So your game might be a hero story about a guy who's living through in a zombie apocalypse. They come along and they give you $20 million so you can make your game. And they're like, we're going to give you $20 million, but your game now has to contain one trans character or one non-binary character, and you don't have any people of color in your game, so you have to have these things in order to get our money. That's woke. That's just shoehorning things in where they don't really belong for the sake of trying to, you know, I would assume from the standpoint of altruism, from an altruistic standpoint, trying to help marginalized people. Whether or not they're marginalized, it's up to you, right? I'm not giving you my opinion on that. But that's an example of woke, where a company comes in and funds a video game and says it's contingent on you putting in these 3 things to further this agenda that has nothing to do with your video game whatsoever. That's like an example of woke. Does that work for you? Okay. But that's really happening. There's a company called Sweet Baby Inc., and you can look this up, and it's a bit of a controversy. And they're involved in a game called Wolverine coming out next year on PlayStation 5, and it might be a reason I buy a PlayStation 5, but since they're involved, I'm going to play wait and see. But anyways, I have to see if this works. Hold on a sec. Because guess what? Chicken butt. Let's see if this will charge. Hold on a sec. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, we have, all right, we have managed a few triumphant things here. We managed to run down our iPhone 17 Pro Max to 7% battery, but I'm also managing to test out the bypass cable on my mic mini, so I can actually charge it while I'm talking to you on the mic. Do you like a game called God of War? Looks like Sweet Baby Ink. I used to love God of War. The last time okay, so here's my problem with modern day gaming as a 40-something-year-old person, is that, like, I can play Zelda on the Switch because I'm not going to get lost in the menus. So let me explain. God of War, the last time I played it was on PlayStation 4 Pro, and then I lent that to somebody and they stole it from me, moved to Lake Tahoe. God bless her. She needed it more than me, I guess. And that was years ago. And now God of War games are just a confusing mess of menus and options and equipping things and character build-outs. And I'm like, I just want to mash buttons and see cool stuff. So I don't know how they contributed to that game. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Shin Lim is a magic show. Yeah, he used to be at the Mirage, and then he got his big shot. Ashley Simpson sold out. I'm so glad to see Ashley Simpson sell out, because was she the one that lip synced on Saturday Night Live, or was that her sister? There's some sisters. Do you ever play a flight simulator? Any recommendations? I don't have recommendations for a controller. I have Microsoft Flight Sim on X. I haven't turned on I went to my Xbox, and it turns out that my payment method wasn't any good on Xbox Live Game Pass, and I didn't renew it. I don't care. I'm playing Hades 2 on the Switch too. I bought it day one. I bought Shinobi and I bought Ninja Gaiden, and I hate Shinobi, and it's a regretful purchase for $30 that I'm never going to play. But when I play games, I try to pick up things that I can pick up for 20 minutes and put down and not have to, like, spend hours and hours on. But I don't have recommendations for controllers and stuff. That stuff is so deep, man. You guys can, like, tinker and have a great time with it, for sure. That was Ashley. I'm glad Ashley Simpson's got a show over there at the Venetian, you know? And by the way, this is what happens when I stream for 3 hours. I start talking about whatever just so I can keep my brain active and so I don't fall asleep. I am not a financial advisor, Joel. In my course, it says I am not a financial advisor. There's no guarantee that anybody will make money doing anything in the markets unless your friend is Elon Musk or Bill Gates, and you can call them up and have them put in $100 million of money for you. You don't control the markets. The markets are unpredictable. If you guys are looking to invest money, you need to invest money through a licensed, federally and state regulated person. That's what it is. Buy and hold Bitcoin. That's the only advice I could say. That's the only one that I know of. Eventually it halves. Just because Simpson had some plastic surgery done. Wow. Whoa, Mr. S. $7.61 for keep talking, don't fall asleep. Please not the video game be excuse. That's not English. Please not the video game be excuse. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm tired too, bro. Vegas looks so boring. It is what it is. Yeah. Guys, life is a fantastic, amazing opportunity for you guys to enjoy yourselves or hate your life. And I hated my life for a really long time. And some days I hate myself. And it's okay to be mad at yourself, and it's okay to hate yourself, you know? At the end of the day, though, you only got one shot in life to do good stuff. Gillies is from Vegas. It's been here forever. It was at the Frontier years ago. But at this point, what I am going to do is I'm going to log off because it's been 3 hours. I got up at 5:20 a.m. today. So I love you guys. You're the best. We're going to be back on the strip tomorrow. We're going to go down from Bellagio further south. And I hope you guys had a good night. I don't know. Maybe you hate me. I don't know. Maybe you rage watch me. In which case, thank you for rage watching me. I appreciate it. If you guys couldn't get in on the on the coupon thing for my day trading course, then you guys can send me an email here, and I think I can probably find you one from the 520 plus people we emailed. Professor Hamamoto, Domo. I don't want to say anything other than Domo. Thank you, Hamamoto. Send me an email if you guys are interested in that. I'll see if I can get one. We had 520 people express interest. Not everybody bought into it. So I can see if I can recycle one of those for you, possibly, maybe, and I'll get back to you in the morning tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna unplug my, hold on. I don't wanna, man, it's in there tight. Well, I have a cable in the back of my phone, so. Donkey show. I know, but that's a Mexican sex thing on this side of the world. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications if you subscribe. You'll see when I'm on tomorrow. It so did. Okay, it's back now. Hit like and subscribe. I don't know. This app is not optimized for my phone. You have to be a miserable SOB if people rage watch you. Mexico isn't on the other side of the world. No, it's south of here. I know where it is. I used to live there. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. It'll be another really big shoe, and we'll have a good time, and I love you guys to death, and you're the best part of my day. And I was listening to the song Tonight Tonight, and I know Tonight Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins, and I texted my wife this, and the lyric says, "The impossible is possible tonight. Believe in me as I believe in you tonight tonight." And I believe in you guys. You can change your days, you can change your life, you can do it tomorrow, you can start right now. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow. 3, 2, 1. Have a great one. Click.